X-Men, baby. We are here. We are ready to talk about Madam Web and the X-Men trailer. Guys, I'm so excited for tonight. I can't even tell you how excited I am. We are going to talk about some of the greatest nerd news to happen in pop culture 2024 tonight. I've got my X-Men shirt on. Let's go, baby. X-Men are back. Madam Web is here. We got the Spider-Verse going. Aren't you guys excited? Let's go. Let's get this party started. But before we can talk about all of that, all of this great news, because here's the thing, guys. We try and keep it positive on this channel. You know what I mean? There's so many negative channels out there. And what we want to do here tonight is we want to keep everything positive, right? You know, there's a lot of negativity going on. Why can't we just talk about things we love, right? Like Madam Web, X-Men, some of the new comic books that came out this week. So to kind of help me talk about tonight's topics, I got two great guests coming on tonight, and let's welcome them. First up, we've got my good friend Poppin' Polly Phillips and Drizzleberry Pop-Tart. They are in the house. Let's go. What's going on, guys? It's so great to see you guys. Let's get some applause, chat. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah. These guys are these guys know what's up. They are some of the best commentators in the game on YouTube. Poppin' Polly. I mean, can you show off that shirt for me, my man? You got
ladies get information.
Ladies get information. Let's go. They say Captain Marvel. You got Valkyrie.
Hell yeah.
I don't know who that other one is, but she is looking
Bishop.
good.
Kate Bishop.
Oh, that's right. That's Kate Bishop. Yes. We love our ladies getting information.
Hell yeah.
It's so good. And, you know, that's like the shirt works on multiple levels too, I think, because most people will see it and it'll say like, oh, ladies get information, right? Like data, analytics, like women in STEM. Correct. But then other people will look at it and they'll be like, ladies get information, like information, like they're getting ready to like fight. So it works on both ways. I love it.
Perfect. Just what I wanted.
Oh, 100%. And then we've also got my main man, Drizzleberry Pop-Tart. What's happening, my man?
Going on, got my X-Men button up, and I've got my Picasso tie.
Dude,
my David tie, because I think I know what irony is. So yeah, I got a tie on. Yeah, how about that? What's up? And you gotta be safe. Gotta have your mask on, all right? Because you never know what's going to happen. Because I'm in a room by myself, but COVID can just show up out of nowhere. Gotta be careful.
Scary.
Dude, that is so. I love that. You know what? Let's just give some praise to Drizzleberry, because my man is still repping the mask. He's still being safe out there. Ladies and gentlemen, gotta be safe. Wear your mask out there. You gotta make sure, you know, the virus is everywhere. So we gotta look out for each other. We gotta be our own superheroes to other people by wearing our masks. And Drew takes it one further. He does it in his house, in his car. This man is. I need to be in the bathroom, in the shower. I need to be more like you, man.
Yeah. I just had my ninth jab, and you know, it's still not enough. I feel like I'm not giving enough. You know,
I'm only on my sixth, man. You're above and beyond. So
much better.
Gosh dang.
Not that I'm flexing or anything, but yeah, I got to flex on that. Yeah, I got my ninth.
Of course. Now that mask, not only is it, you know, you're showing off being responsible, being brave, being strong, you know, in this economy, right? You're staying positive. Who is that mask by? Is that like something that we could get? Is that like a branded mask or anything?
This is an official branded Aftershock Comics mask, you know, because
oh my god,
wow,
yeah,
Aftershock mask.
Yeah, because much like the country and the economics and all, you know, we get knocked down, we get up again.
You get up,
us down,
dude. Yes, 100%. Isn't that what? And that's what they said in their press release, in their press conference.
They're coming back, baby.
Yeah, no matter after bankruptcy. Well, we won't get into negative stuff, but just whatever happens, they may get knocked down, but they get up again. I love that, dude. And what a
Perfect.
perfect way to put it on a mask too. That's great.
Mm.
So my guys, normally what we do on this show is we do a little opening segment. We do some show and tell. Last week, I think we had to take the week off, but before that, we had some original art. Pretty cool. I mean, it's all right. But this week, we've got some cool stuff too. I don't know if you guys have those on hand by chance, but maybe. You want me to go first then if I have a little something?
Please do. Please.
Okay, yeah. So as we all know, Madam Web just recently came out, and they haven't made any real like action figures or any like stuff for the Sony film. We will be talking about that in just a little bit, but yet because that I'm going to be in line getting those Madam Web figures. But the first thing I wanted to show off tonight is my Batwoman Funko Pop. This thing is so, oh my God, yes. It looks so good up on my shelf. It's like, it is truly, it just reminds me how far we've come as a fandom. Just like to see a woman of color, I think she's bisexual as well. So it's like it's on multiple levels. This is what we need in Batman. We don't need Bruce Wayne. We're done with Bruce Wayne, right? This is what we need. And so I bought this as an ally to show my, support, not only for Batwoman, but for the Marvels, for Madam Web, for all of these female, Black Widow, you name it, right? We need more of that. So I wanted to show my support and get that. So that is my show and tell today. You guys can try and beat that, but I don't know.
So I got some stuff I found. I got stuff I found that unfortunately it's so evil by such an evil creator that I may have to burn these because they're just that evil,
So wait, did someone like okay.
Yeah,
you found these like in the back of your comic shop or something?
Yeah, I found these in the back of a comic book shop. There were these signed books. I'm going to trash it because this guy represents everything that's toxic masculinity in this industry, in this world that is just so wrong that this stuff should not exist. He shouldn't exist. Period. So I gotta show. It's like this is stuff I'm just going to burn. I just found like this All-Star Batman and Robin, the Boy Wonder, signed by a Frank Miller.
Drew, Frank Miller.
Gotta burn that.
Piece of shit.
Oh my gosh.
A Batman Year One Absolute Edition signed by Frank Miller. I'm gonna be.
These are all signed by Drew. He did Unholy.
He ruined these.
Yeah,
I know.
He did that like really racist Unholy Terror book.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Signed by Frank Miller. There.
Wow.
Is that Year One?
And that was.
I've never even read a Batman comic, so I don't know.
Yeah, you're not missing out on Batman's. You've got the Batwoman. That's the most important thing.
I mean, that's really. I started reading comics in 2016, so I really don't know anything before then.
Well, because history is evil. History is bad. So the immediate time is what matters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
So, yes. Last one. I'm gonna burn this one too. Signed by Frank Miller. Daredevil. Artesian edition. So yeah, gotta burn it.
I've really been enjoying the most recent one where Daredevil is Elektra
that's the Daredevil I know. Who is Elektra Daredevil in that?
Yeah. Yes, she is. Yes, she is Daredevil.
Oh, good.
So that book you have she's Daredevil in that book.
She's Daredevil.
Right? Yes.
Oh, okay. You've read it?
Oh, so you read? Okay, good.
Okay, all right, cool.
I should pick it up then, or not?
Yeah, maybe we should look at it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But man, I can't believe you found
these. Are getting burned. Yeah. I'm doing society a favor, doing all of us a favor by burning these because Frank Miller's just evil, and that signature, I don't want anyone to suffer having that signature on any of this stuff.
Yeah. Well, thank you for you're doing your part, and I think that by burning these, it'll really help the environment as well.
Yes.
And I think because you could throw these away but they're going to get dumped into the ocean. So burning them is going to be much better for our health conscious ones.
Everyone. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what masks are for. So
you don't
have
want
your mask. You'll be fine.
You got to wear your mask.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm ashamed that I'm not wearing mine. So thank you for lecturing me and letting me know my insufficiencies. But I appreciate it.
Hopefully this will be the last time. But come on, we got to do better, guys. Come on.
We do.
We do have to do better.
do have to do better. You're right. You're 100% right. I shouldn't have laughed.
What would Captain Marvel do? God damn it.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
When you're right, CMD. Yeah.
And then Kyle, I think that you also had some stuff as well. Is this unfortunate as well? Is this from another creator?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This fucking shyster piece of shit. I felt like I had to get it off the street. Like I didn't want it to be out there. I didn't want people to try to pick this up and for it to gain traction, for people to, try to read it and understand it. And so that's why I felt impelled. I was called to this almost. Polly, get this book. Pick it up. And I had to. It's right here. And it's from somebody that, he's a guy that people know, but like, do you really know him? Like he's more infamous than famous in a sense. I've never read anything by him, but like I hear he's somebody that people know. It's a Rob Liefeld.
Yeah. Oh, Rob Liefeld. Yeah. I think I've seen some of his stuff.
Yeah, I haven't read anything. I don't even really know who he is, but like I felt like he was somebody that I had to pick up this book. He's been doing these things on Whatnot where he drops something for a book called Last Blood, where every show it'll be a different iteration of the book, but it's only for that specific show and it's never out there again. So I'm like, all right, well, I don't want anybody else to have this piece of shit. And so I picked up a copy of it signed.
Oh wow!
By Liefeld, and ironically enough, the guy also signed it a black cover and black ink. I don't know.
Oh wow!
Why. It's a wonderful.
He pulled a Jamie Tyndall.
Yeah.
I
mean, I'll never understand his genius apparently because he's such a genius. Everyone knows Rob Liefeld, and that's just like I'm never gonna read his stuff. I'm never gonna. I don't even care how much he writes. I know he loves to write everything, and I'm like, you know what? I am not reading anything that you write because fuck you.
Yeah, and rightfully so. I mean, I don't get it. I've never read any of his stuff either, but I just continually hear, "Oh, this guy can't draw feet. Oh, he was in the 90s,
Yeah.
Who reads stuff from the 90s anymore?
It does. Everyone waits it. It's dead. Let it go.
Yeah,
and we let's stay in the present. We're positive people. I don't want to stay in the past.
Yes, thank you.
So old and racist and evil. Come on, we gotta live in the now.
Yeah, I mean,
better now.
Look, have we seen the depictions of women in the 90s and like all these like muscly men? It's like who wants to read this?
These are the ladies that we want.
Thank you. That's 100% what we're looking for.
Sorry, soapbox. I know we're trying to be positive. I'm sorry.
No.
He does that. I don't even know who he is and what he actually does, but it's enough to really upset me.
Yeah. Well, the fact that you have that book signed by him twice and one of those signatures is in black ink. I mean, I guess it just goes to show why people should be getting their signatures from real artists. I mean, come on, Tom King, Tom Taylor. These are the people that we should be,
correct.
Dan Slott. These are, our
Jason Aaron, the real heroes.
Oh yes,
Chip Zdarsky, Colin Kelly, and Jackson Lansing, the dynamic duo.
Thank you.
We'll be talking about them. We'll be talking about Chip Zdarsky here in just a little bit with one of his comics, which are just great. Like so he is really
so good,
groundbreaking.
He's
changing the game. He really is. We've never seen anything like this. So
hold on to your
answer to things that we didn't know we needed. It's remarkable. He's figured that out.
Didn't ask for either, and that's what's so great about it. is that we
Who does
never
that? How are you that good?
Yes, how like no one even remotely wanted this or asked for it, and yet somehow he drops a comic book and goes, "Well, here you go anyway."
Yeah.
That's great. How amazing is that? That's exactly
Ugh.
what comic book fans love and treasure.
So good.
This is great. Now, before we get into our spoiler-free Madam Web review, I do want to shout out to the Framinator. What's going on for $5? He says burning those comics will also help the social environment too. Amen to that, the Framinator. Great.
Thank you for
And
positivity in the chat. Thank you.
absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you for
That's
the
definitely-
positivity, uplifting comment. Thank you for the $5. All of the money that we get from your super chats goes right back into our pockets. I mean, to the show, and so we will make sure that this $5 gets put to use. So thank you, Framinator. And yes, the global environment, the social environment, that's what we're here to do. We're trying to be positive, right? Because none of all those other channels are so negative.
All they do is hate farm.
Yeah, and oh, it gets clicks. Oh, it gets monetized. But they don't actually mean what they say. They're not actually,
They don't mean that. They can't mean that. It's like, do you even read the books? Do you even read?
Bro? Yeah. Do you even
Yeah,
comic book,
like-
bro? Come on. Yeah.
They always talk about, like, oh, these comics from the 80s are so good. And it's like, blah, blah, blah. We always hear, how about you focus on like the creators now that are doing some great stuff and just, be positive. There's no reason not to be positive. So,
Yeah. It's 2024, not
like-
1984.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, Boomer. Jeez, really?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we are, well, not the 90s, maybe 97, because X-Men 97 are about to we're about to talk about that. Cannot wait for that trailer. We are going to be stoked. Jamin says all the money from the chats will go into the Human Fund.
I don't know what that is.
Is that like
a
a
charity
TV
to
show,
help
pop culture?
migrants?
Humans?
Oh, the
Was it
Human.
the migrant crisis?
The migrant crisis. Is
Oh,
that where
that's you know what?
absolutely
that's
right.
exact-
That's where it's going.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. And you know what? I think that's a see. This is the kind of comment that you. You guys look so good. Oh,
So good.
maybe it was okay. It's a
Oh,
Right,
it's a
typo. It's a
slip.
typo.
yeah.
typo.
It's a slip. Never mind. Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to get
Comment-
banned. Keep that shit up.
Yes. So thank you. So thank you for the positivity, Virtue. We really appreciate the positivity in the chat. We love to see positivity. And yeah, for everyone in the chat, thank you guys so much for being here. We are super excited to talk about our Madam Web review with you guys. And yeah, you'll have to let us know if you guys have seen it as well.
And how many times?
How many times? I mean, all that money we're hoping goes straight to Sony. This is I love this Fiend Machine. That Batwoman Funko gets me so hyped. I want to punch this white man. Yes, I mean I want to.
Am I right? Yeah.
Am I right? It reminds me every day to just look at myself in the mirror and say, "You are worthless. You are the worst person in the world," and I have to recognize my privilege. And
I have a
think
lot. I have too much.
Too much.
I-
Too much.
In a comic book perspective, I would say it makes Batwoman want to punch Bruce Wayne. It's like because just
Mm.
it's white man. Yeah, it's like boom, take that
True.
patriarchy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, so good. So good. We also have a huge friend of the show, Josh McDonald. He says,
Mm.
I'm looking to purchase a Tom King signed copy of Heroes in Crisis number. Oh my God. I love
Good
that
luck finding
series.
that. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Oh,
Good luck.
Josh. He says, can y'all help with that? Oh, Josh, you know what? Unfortunately, I have 6 copies myself, but each one is kind of covered in I'll say I enjoyed the comics a little bit too much. So unfortunately I had to keep buying more so that, the last one wasn't ruined. So I don't have one to sell you, Josh, unless I would absolutely give you one. But I'm sure if you go to like a Tom Taylor or a Tom King, convention that he's there, he might be signing. So
Well, I bet he is.
uh,
I have 2 at the CGC right now. Fingers crossed.
yes,
9/8.
Who?
Fingers
States,
crossed.
baby. Oh,
Yeah.
that would be
Whoa.
so great. So
Yep.
all right. Yes, thank you for cultivating such a safe and inclusive space.
That's what
Humor,
this is.
that's what we're here for. You know what I mean? This is
Mm.
what it's about. It's about time that we've had a positive channel that talks about positivity. And I think that's what's most important. Josh, well, enjoy Madam Web. You are going to love it. It really is transcendent. It is amazing, and I can't wait to hear
Spellbinding.
your, yeah,
Any kind of glass ceiling is gone with this film. They are all completely shattered at this point.
yes, yes. Thank God for that. I mean, it's about time.
It's about time.
So let's not keep edging anyone out of here because I want to be respectful of everyone's time. So let's just get right into this Madam Web review, and we will be spoiler free tonight because on Sunday night we will get into all the spoilers possible. So on Sunday night we will have a Max's Man Cave, and that's when we'll get into more spoiler territory where we can really get into the depths and the nitty gritty of like this Easter egg or what this movie could potentially set up and what we were really excited about it, with the little Easter eggs and whatnot. So we'll talk about that on Sunday. But overall, what did you guys think? I forgot your name, Poppin' Polly Phillips. Poppin' Polly.
Yeah.
What was your initial reaction after experiencing 2 hours of like epicness from the Sony universe? What were some of the things that you took away from the film?
Wow, I don't even know where to begin. It touched
It's a lot to
me.
take in.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's it hit on so many levels. Like I don't even know where to begin. Like it is such a good movie all the way top to bottom.
Yeah.
It's one of those where you can try to nitpick it. You can really try if you really get into the minutia and see. And you're going to hear people say, "Oh, it's stupid. Oh, there's no character development. Oh, everyone in here acts like they're wooden, and everyone in here's a fucking retard, and they act like they have no idea what they're even doing, and are they even on set with each other? And is somebody even talking at any points? And why is this movie even made? Why did it even come out?" But those people are wrong. They have no idea what they're talking about. They haven't seen it. They just want clicks. They just want to be an asshole. They just want to be mean. They just want to be toxic. And we don't need that. This movie is important. Everyone needs to see it.
Amen. Amen.
And much like the characters in that film, it's going to save lives. All right.
Oh, 100%.
Oh my God.
I mean, look at the resonance that the character of Madam Web has. I believe her name is Dakota Johnson, who's the actress who played Madam Web in this film. But she's a paramedic. She's an EMT. She, in the film, is saving lives, right? So that just transcends into the audience to say, this film is saving your life. It's truly it's so well done. But yeah, thank you for mentioning that too, Kyle. There are a lot of people who are going to say, "Oh, this is worse than the Marvels," or "This is going to suck." But we know that the only reason why they hate it is because it's directed by a woman.
Correct.
It stars a woman.
Correct.
There are 3 female leads, other than Dakota Johnson or Dakota Fanning, whatever her name is. And you know what? We don't need that kind of toxicity. We need to be positive because we should just be glad that we're getting a superhero movie at all. Like we should be happy at the fact that we're getting a Madam Web like spider universe at all. Like that's amazing. So
yeah, a character that they just invented for the movie. I don't even think she has any backstory. I don't think that she was actually. I think they just were just like, "Hey, we got this character named Madam Web," and I really think that that's brilliant. Such a great name.
Oh, it's truly, it's groundbreaking that they said, you know what, here's a character from the comics.
Oh, from the comic. Oh, so I didn't know they were from the comics or not. Hey,
Oh,
I
yeah. I
don't
mean,
read Spider-Man.
No,
Sorry.
no,
yeah.
yeah. So she's in the comics, but she has no backstory. All right, so
Oh,
it's like no one knows
That's
anything about her. She's just
perfect.
there. Yeah.
See, I've had so like that's fine that you guys haven't read about her or anything. I've been a Madam Web fan since I was a kid. Like I had Madam Web bed sheets and like curtains and
Oh,
Madam
so
Web
jealous.
action figures. So like
Oh.
I know all about her. I didn't read like any of her comics, but like I have all her stuff and she's just like the best. And so that's why I love this
You
movie.
had to have loved it so much to see the character you've loved since childhood up on the screen portrayed
Mm,
that way. Like,
yes.
I'm
Finally.
so jealous. I wish I got
Yeah.
that with Captain Marvel, and I'm so glad that you can now experience it with Madam Web.
Yeah.
Me
After
too.
what,
Oh,
18 years? After 18
Yeah.
years, finally?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, finally. Well,
It's about
more like
time.
it's like 30 years. I'm in my 40s now, so I mean,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Then,
I was wrong. Okay.
I did
yikes.
want to say MG is in the chat with I think that's a gunslinger, a spooky
Whoa.
avatar.
That's pretty
Change.
intimidating.
That's scary.
I don't know. It's a little whatever. Oh, but
Mm.
you guys are fake nerds. I just got my Jadzia Axelrod and Megan Fitzmartin omnibuses signed. Oh my
Whoa.
MG. Really showing off.
You
Really
got
showing
me. You got me.
I-
I'm a big nerd.
I mean, I guess we are because we
Ooh.
don't have those. Jadzia Axelrod is one of
No.
our favorite writers of the modern era. So
I'm
And
jealous.
I thought I was doing my part. I thought I was like the best with burning all the Frank Miller Stein books, but wow, that trumps me with what I got. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, Mila. I do think that for
They were
the
all
Spider Women
attractive.
that were in the film, they were very attractive and they're all very somewhat diverse. I would have liked to see a more realistic portrayal. Maybe someone who's ugly, maybe someone who might be of a different race. We need to get more diversity into
Maybe
these films.
trans. Like it's about. Can we get there? Can we
Thank
just say it?
Yes.
Can I just say
Thank
it?
Finally.
you. No, you can say it. We're all thinking it. We're all thinking,
Yeah.
and
A
that's
lot of
what
straight people in the movie. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean,
what are you doing?
even Madam Web's mom couldn't have been trans. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
Even
But
Ezekiel couldn't have been trans.
Something.
Yes, something. But I don't want to get too negative. We want to keep
That's
it
for the
positive,
sequel.
right?
That's for the
Yeah,
sequel.
Positive for the
they'll
sequel.
bring in someone for the sequel that will definitely be trans, and at that point, you know what, we'll be able to kind of reel back some of this criticism because we don't, like I said, we don't want to be too negative. We don't want to criticize anything because Sony won't invite us back to any type of movie review or movie preview ever again. So we want to make sure we're very positive. See, this isn't Harley. This isn't the type of rhetoric that we want in our chat.
Or that picture.
This is really toxic.
Wow.
Okay,
Toxic.
we would prefer mods like.
Yeah, can we take care of this?
Can we look at this?
It's making
who
me feel.
deserves these signed Frank Miller books? It's him. He's
He would
books
love
now.
those.
Yeah, you bigot.
Yeah, he would like those a lot.
I'm feeling very nervous, right? I'm getting.
Are you getting triggered?
I don't feel comfortable.
Have you been triggered? Have you been triggered?
I feel very uncomfortable.
No, I understand. Harley will ban himself. Thank you,
Okay.
Harley.
All right.
He's all right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
We want to present a safe and inclusive space here. So please be positive and no negativity or criticism whatsoever. We don't want to bring anyone's anxiety or anything. It's difficult. Okay. We're just trying to talk about our favorite things ever. So thank you for understanding.
Thank you.
Chat, it looks like speaking of trans, our favorite Tina Wiener is in the chat. And so thank you for being here and for speaking your truth, Tina.
Thank you.
That is what you need. And we hope that Tina enjoys Madam Web as well. So but back to our review. Drewselberry, let's see, what did you think? What were some of your initial thoughts about the film overall as well?
Oh my. So there are so few great superhero films and TV shows, like The
Mm.
Eternals or The Marvels or
Mm,
season 2 of Jessica Jones
Or Echo.
and She-Hulk or Echo.
yeah,
But
Echo just made, yeah.
this was, yeah, honestly, this is probably the third best ever, I think, in my opinion.
Wow. Wow,
Oh,
okay. All right.
whoa.
Yeah,
So, like,
yeah.
what would be the ranking
Mm.
there?
Well,
Right?
number one is Eternals. Eternals is obviously the
Okay.
top. Nothing can ever top the
Yeah.
Eternals. It's the greatest Marvel superhero film ever made. And
It saved lives.
It
That's
did.
what
it
they
saved
said on
lives,
the red carpet.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Red carpet,
I
that was
believe
their
it.
mission. And they did. And I
Yeah.
would say second, probably I gotta go with She-Hulk. This first season of She-Hulk.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then
That's
this.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
fair.
then this, and I like that you had, both Marvel films in your top two, because we love Marvel. Like we love
Mhm.
Marvel. We love DC.
Mhm.
We love Star Wars, all the Star Wars, right?
Love
Um, and
X-Men's. Yeah. Yeah.
and the X-Men's
Amen.
X well
Well,
X people,
they
can we
them
change that?
people.
Okay.
yeah.
Can we change the name? Like it's
It's a
1997.
oh
Like
come on. Yeah.
change the name.
Thank
It's
I'm
not
you.
tired of it.
1963 anymore.
Yeah.
Really? Am I
All
right? Come on.
right.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's so outdated. I mean, it's embarrassing at this point that we have
It's
not gone from X men to X thems or X people, X
For the
individuals.
mutants.
It's
Mhm.
just
yeah. I mean,
or the
Jack
mutants.
Kirby, the creator of the X-Men, would not want to have like at this point they would not be like, oh, sure, let's keep it X-Men. It's like no, it would be like, hey, maybe people want X people.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
would say that.
But
They need to be
yeah,
seen. Absolutely.
yes. And speaking of being seen, I have got to give it up to Sydney Sweeney in this because in
Mm,
this film, she is so homely looking. They did such a good job of getting rid of that male gaze, the wrong male
mm.
gaze. Am I right?
Yeah.
The wrong
I'm
Yeah.
male
glad for that.
gaze.
I'm glad for
Yeah.
that.
Thank
And they got that.
you.
Yeah, they got that technology down pat in 2003. I mean, naturally, we had laptops that could operate off of 6 different monitors and had amazing bandwidth, which we used to avoid plot holes in the film, and it worked to a great degree. And it's amazing
Absolutely.
what they were able to do in this.
It was so cool. I mean, I was feeling like when she was tracking them, like with every camera on the planet, I was like, oh
Mhm.
my God, how are they going to get away from this? They can't get away
Yes.
from it. It's impossible.
They
No,
can't.
they got
And
the NSA. Yeah, NSA, baby.
Oh
Yeah,
my
NSA.
God.
And it's so, and that's why this villain is so great. So, chat, if you guys haven't seen the film yet, the villain basically hires an individual to hack into like all of the cybernetic systems of everything and everywhere ever. And it just shows like how brilliant, like this villain is, and how brilliant his assistant is. And they basically have to track these three spider women, and they're doing that in 2003, which like that's such a great time frame, because realistically the like one of the greatest scenes was, non-spoilers, but there's a Britney Spears song
Oh my
during a
God. It took
car
me
chase.
back.
Oh,
Took me
I felt
back.
like I was back in 2003.
Toxic.
I
Oh
wanted to
yes.
dance.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, I was up on my chair dancing.
oh
It
my
was so much
God.
fun. And that's what this film is like. It's fun. It's brings levity and fun action to the screen. And so yeah, so like you said, Drew, I love that in 2003, where this film is set, they had such expansive technology to find these women, to try and defeat the villain or whatever. And can we just say the villain's performance, I mean, chef's kiss. He was the star
Yeah.
of the show. I mean, well, other than the female leads, but he truly was a fantastic, brilliant performance.
So good. I hated him.
His,
I was like,
Oh,
die.
yeah, his dialogue was so good. They had to
Oh,
keep doing it over and over again. It's just like when you're going that fast, you're that eloquent.
yes.
It looks like you're not doing it. You're just that fast and good.
Oh, and that's what's so great about him, is that he can say the lines and it can look and sound like he's not actually speaking at all. Like it sounds and looks like everything
good.
is ADR'd afterwards from a completely different person. He's
just that
so
good.
Exactly. And that's why it's like they must be doing like a different technology over there at Sony, or they must have had, they must have had him say the lines on set, but then someone come in afterwards and like just make it even better, put even more of a punch to some of the emotional beats in some of these scenes, because it truly was a great performance by the man who is in the show, or in the movie. The villain, his name is Ezekiel, which is also another comic character that I looked up on Wikipedia. So
Yes.
I mean that I read because because we read the books for the film and everything.
So. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
So good.
Yes, and this is what excites me the most, Glinzer.
Please don't.
Madam
please.
Web cinematic universe. Are you kidding me right now, Glinzer? Come on. I can't even.
Oh, you're teasing me. You're teasing me.
Oh yeah. I'm getting hot and bothered over here by Glinzer. That would be incredible. What would you guys, if say there's a Madam Web of, like, it could be a cinematic web universe where like it spans off on all these different movies. What do you guys like? What could we like? What are some of the films that you guys think that we could maybe see with an interconnected Madam Web universe, Webiverse?
See her saving lives, because we see just saving lives, because that's what she does in this film. She teaches the girls CPR in this film, teaches them to save lives. So it just be about them saving lives on different strands of the web. There's no violence. There's no people hurting. It's just saving lives. That's all the movies are about.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah,
the fact that it's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe already just makes it that much more interesting, to where it's like, ooh, who is she going to run into? Like, she could run into literally any character, and then you bring in Spider-Man and Venom. It's like, then you got Tom Holland, then you got guy that plays Venom, and it's like you get everybody in there, and it's going to be so interesting. Like, I'm so excited for where this is going to go.
Yeah,
and not just that, we can get female Spider-Manses, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because we still haven't even seen what's her name, Julia Roberts, Spider-Woman, or I forget her real name. Yeah, and so I would love to see that Spider-Woman on the screen, and this could really be opening up that cinematic MCU type of connectivity that we need. Now, I know we want to be positive here. I will offer one thing that I was just a little bit upset about. So chat, please, give me some leeway here. But I'm a little upset that they didn't have an after credits, post credits scene. I mean, Marvel, the whole reason why I watch your stuff is so that I can consume your next product and get excited for the next product. And if we don't know what that's going to be with no post-credit scene, I don't know what to watch. I don't know what to look up on Wikipedia. It's just...
But the thing is, Max, the movie was so powerful and so good, it didn't need an after-credit scene, because we couldn't have handled an after-credit scene.
Yeah.
The whole movie was an after-credit scene.
Yes.
Like everything.
It really was. And it was setting up...
It just blew my mind.
You guys are so right. You know what? Yeah, I take that back. We saw so many different things in the film that could have, like, I mean, there's a baby born in this movie that I think we know where it's going to go. Oh, I can't wait. No spoilers. But just, there's going to be a person, there's a character that might be in a future film in a comic book movie, and it's just, I can't wait. I can't wait if that is how this actually ends up. I was also going to say, I think Tina might have, oh no, Tina's just talking to Harley. Tina, I would be a little bit hesitant with Harley. He is a bit toxic, so just keep an eye out, just
keep an eye on that guy.
Yeah, thank you.
Or them. I don't know who they are.
Yes, no, yeah. MG, you can report this to Sony if you want.
Yeah,
because we would love to, talk about how great Sony did with this film, and just really, really say how much we absolutely loved and really recommend this film for everyone to go see it and what it's setting up. I think that's ultimately what is the most important. So
if I had a daughter, I would take her immediately to see this movie 5 times in a row.
And then,
well,
you beat me to it. Wow, jeez.
Yeah. Look at all the things that we learn as an audience, right, from this film. We learn how to do chest compressions because of the connection between the girls, and they start to learn how to save lives in the film as well as in meta. The film is saving lives, and we learn that the power of teamwork and family is so important, and that motherly love is what ultimately saves the day. And if we don't have that, then
You're gonna make me cry, dude.
I know, man. I'm sorry. I couldn't.
And not just that, you don't even need you don't even need a biological mother. That's what we learned from this. You don't need a biological mother. You can just take some random girls from a train and say, "Hey, I'm your mom now. Let's go." And they're just going to automatically follow you because you've got that maternal instinct, and they follow that maternal instinct. That's the way it works.
I would trust her.
Oh, 100%. And what I really liked about this too is the portrayals of each one of the different girls in this really speaks to the diversity of the strength in their diversity, because the Hispanic, not no spoilers or anything, this is just part of her character arc, but one of the Hispanic Spider Women's is her father is deported by the evil American government, and so we see that type of oppression on her. And it's not like that is a stereotype or anything, because that's just her struggle. That's her hero's journey, and she has to overcome that. And we see that she's like incredibly intelligent with math and science. So we see women in STEM, right? So this is really, I mean, she's a genius. She's like 16 years old, but she's already a genius. This is transcending, the Marvels, and well, I don't mean to criticize the Marvels. The Marvels is great. The Marvels
it is.
But
give it.
This is just as good. I think this is just as good. Yeah. But yeah, what did you guys think about? So we spoke about the villain. We loved the performance of the villain. We loved the characterization of all the women. We loved I think the next thing I really wanted to talk about was the dialogue, because the dialogue, for some people, a lot of these toxic channels were saying that the dialogue feels stilted, or that it feels AI, or that it feels like it wasn't.
What does that even mean?
What does that even mean?
They just say words.
They make up words, and they think that they're being smart. But they probably didn't even see the movie. They go into it hating it.
Of course not.
And then they watch it. Yeah. And they go, "Oh, I hated it more." It's like, okay, yeah, that's real good faith.
Mine's already made up. Great job, critic. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So, and yet they've got hundreds of thousands, millions of subscribers, but okay, yeah, they're the true critic. So they're probably all bots anyway, on
100%,
but
all paid for.
But anyway, all bought and paid for, exactly. So but yeah, no, I thought that the dialogue really hit home, and I think that what was great about this film is that it holds your hand, and it treats you like a child, because it really it hits home,
because it represents the holding the hand that represents the mother holding the hand of the daughter, which is the maternal instinct of Dakota Johnson in this. See, there's a connection there, the hand holding of the dialogue, letting you know what's happening, to the same with her holding the hand of the kids. It's that maternal instinct. It's all connected. It's connected.
Perfect. Yes. Yeah. And you're 100% right, because I'll give you guys an example. This is not a spoiler, just kind of one of the moments that Madam Web is kind of experiencing one of her flashbacks, because we know that Madam Web can see into the future. That's one of her powers. So as she's learning how to utilize her power, she realizes that she can open up a window and have a bird fly into her house. And she can change the future by doing so. And so we see this as an audience member. But then after that happens, she says, her dialogue says, the bird didn't die. I opened the window and the bird flew in. It didn't hit the window. And so me as an audience member, I finally got it. And I was like, oh my gosh, she can see the future and change the future. So dialogue like that to me was, I think, really important because it held my hand and it showed me, here's the journey we're going to go along. This is what we're going to do. I will be your matriarchal figure, your mother, and we're going to go through this journey together. And that's what's so
It's
important.
saving lives. Holding our hands, it's saving the lives of the audience member.
Yeah.
I was jealous of that one bedroom apartment she was at in New York, and not gonna lie, I was looking around and I'm like, I'm jealous of this. I want your apartment. I was just taken back by. I was like, girl, I want this. Place.
Oh, it looks so great.
Oh,
you know, like it's right by those like filthy alleyways and like all these like polluted, city streets. And I love that type of that environment.
Perfect sense that a paramedic in New York City could afford a place like that in New York by herself. I was just like,
just herself.
I want to
just by herself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to go be a paramedic in New York and live in a place like that. I'm ready. Sign me up.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. And, it's great because, she's even got like a little stray cat that comes into the apartment. And you got to have like these like whenever these films, like, Marvel's did it and now Madam Web did it. When you put these cats in these films, I think it really speaks to, to the audience, to the fans that like love these cats and catsies and dogsies and whatnot. It's so great. So
it was adorable.
I think the cat's name was Cat.
Yeah, I think she didn't like cats.
Which
kind of turned me off.
But she secretly, I think she secretly liked cats. That's why she kept feeding the cat. Yeah, she came up as kind of cold initially, but she's not really that cold. She's actually a very warm person. She actually does care, and she does care about the cat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we see that character development because her when she's at the bridal shower, we see how insufferable and unlikable and weird and but that's like why she's so great. Like we love that her character is like that. Yeah. And then, from that moment, she has that character arc and she sees that all along she's been perfect the way she is since day one. And that's a true hero's journey. That's a true character arc of growth to see, her go from this insufferable, unlikable, depressed, character to the woman that we know and love who knew that she had it within her the entire time. And all she had to do was recognize her own power. And that's the type of story that we need right now. So
writing, boom, writing.
Yep. Goes right back to the dialogue, to the writing.
Boom.
Tony, you guys crushed it with this one.
Yeah,
and when you see a film like this, it's like there's no way. If you're an actress in this film, you have to thank your management company and tell them thank you for putting me in this. You have to pay them more for putting you in this film. Because this will save lives.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah. Well, Rudy, there was, this is a great question. And I think, it's very, apt for the time, cause unfortunately there was an article that talked about an individual, a toxic male, because once again, of course. Right.
Who else would it be?
Every time. Well, it's never
way to go into double negatives there, Max. Jeez.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I we try to keep it positive, but we got to talk about this.
You guy probably voted for Donald Trump. You voted for Donald Trump. Sorry, I can't.
Oh yeah, of course.
You voted for Donald Trump.
If this is what this guy's about, if the article is true, which we all know every article posted on anything is true.
It's true.
It's true.
Because these journalists are like incredibly, great at their job. They're very articulate about the points that they make. And, but one of the things they're talking about is that a man actually was pleasuring himself in the theater by his male gaze, watching these women in the movie. It just discussed degeneracy, right? You know, just
Around
She's just a
kids.
kid.
Around
She is
kids.
just a kid.
yes, just a kid.
Jeez.
And so, so Rudy, I'll say if you bring a Kleenex, it's not for that. Bring it for your tears, because
Oh,
when
you're
you
gonna need
when
a whole
this,
box, my friend.
oh my gosh,
Yes.
when our main character, when Madam Web finally
Oh, God.
reconnects with her mother, that's all I'll say.
Oh.
That's all I'm going to say.
There's a reason why I'm wearing sunglasses right now,
bawling.
because I'm crying right now. I can't.
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Why?
My
It
eyes
just-
are still red from crying. Yeah.
Oh.
Just so emotional, and it's so it's so
Oh.
well done. So
Oh.
Mm.
well, yeah.
When
We
they
may need to
hug,
take a
God
second.
damn it,
I know.
I can't.
I know. I know.
Oh God. Oh, I got something.
Thank you guys for being so brave.
Oh God.
Thank you guys for being so brave tonight. It really does mean a lot. Speaking of brave, we have Harley Dave for $20. Oh my gosh, Harley! See, this is what we can do to fight and combat toxic masculinity, right?
Boom.
Is because we have. Oh wait, what does he say? The fact that you incels. Wait, hang on a second.
Whoa.
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 The fact you incels are even here is a slap in the face to everyone who really loves society and cultures who enjoy freedom. You obviously don't know what it means to be a free woman. Oh, wait. Hang on a second. I just got like, so Harley, are you a free woman? Or he's saying we don't know what it means to be a free woman in Madam Web.
I don't, and I have acknowledged that, and I will continue to acknowledge it. I don't know what it's like to be a free woman, but
not
You're
yet.
Hats
Kyle.
off. Yeah, not yet.
Well,
Kyle.
Wow. Well, thank you, Harley. This is powerful. This is powerful. You know,
I'm gonna
this
have
is
to think about that.
yeah. We need to hear this sometimes. You know, we are. You know, maybe I wouldn't call ourselves incels, but we are. We are allies to the feminist cause, to every cause that is on the news, whatever it is that you can think of. We support it because we're allies, and that's what we want to do. Because we want to stay positive, and but yeah, we want these free women to enjoy their freedom, because women are better at everything, and we need to acknowledge that as privileged men. And so we've
had our time. It's time for them to take.
Yes.
We've had our time.
Absolutely.
Time for them to take over.
Like I said, that glass ceiling is gone now. It is absolutely gone. They have shattered it. The ladies get information. Like Kyle
ladies
says,
get information.
Get information.
Get in
it.
formation or get information. Yeah. So, and they have shattered the glass ceiling, and they're going to fly to the moon. They just need to keep going and keep pushing those boundaries, because it's going to make us men uncomfortable, and that's good.
We need to be uncomfortable.
100%. No more white comfort. No more white male comfort.
See ya.
You said it
later. So we do not need to be comfortable or happy or joyful. We need to suffer now under the boot of the feminist matriarchy, because it's time for women to run the world. The men have run it into the ground, and we just need them to take
our fair share of ruining the world. All right, let's have women take over.
So, with all that being said, Harley Dave, you know what? We'll forgive what you said a little bit earlier in the stream, but thank you for the 20. Truly, you've made us recognize our faults. So thank you, Harley. It really does mean a lot. So
thank you.
Oh my gosh. So the last person who had this stream open has a bunch of really toxic. There's like, I think there's like a Punisher clip on here. Oh my God. There's a lot of Lord of the Rings stuff. So Harley, I can't play any of the
Rings of Power.
No, there's not even Galadriel. I was hoping that they may have Galadriel, but it's all the male characters.
Rings of Power. What are the Lord of the Rings is there?
I think it's the prequel to Rings of. Oh no, it's the sequel to Rings of Power, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I haven't watched it, but I know of Rings of Power. It's really important show.
Yes, well, Amazon did it, and we love Amazon.
That's right.
So,
Hey,
yeah.
Amazon, they can do no wrong.
Yes. Hey, I got this
No.
hat from Amazon. So I
See,
mean,
me too.
yeah,
I'm head to toe Amazon,
we're
baby.
covered
I'm
in
all-
Amazon stuff, baby.
I got
So
my,
we
yeah, I got
love
my turkey.
yeah.
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 So because we can't, we don't have any Amazon clips, unfortunately, we'll just give you an applause, Harley. Thank you for the $20, my man. We really showing us what and telling us how it is. I think it's really important. And oh my goodness, Harley Dave for another $5 says
Ooh.
about what it
Dang.
means to be allies to the cause. We are one. We are united.
See,
I did.
Yeah.
in the times, baby. That's what we do.
Thank you. That's what we're here to do. Harley, you are the man tonight. Man, look at that. This is what it's all about, Harley. Thank you so much. That really is impactful.
Mm.
Saving lives, saving lives.
You see what
We
happens when you're
also have
positive? When you're positive,
this
this is
is
what happens.
this is what happens when you're positive and you don't criticize anything. And you can just find the good in everything. And no matter how much we sell our souls, I mean, no matter how much that we, want to make money, I mean, no matter how much that we don't want to be seen as toxic right wing. I
Mhm.
mean, all I'm trying to say is we want to stay positive, and that's
Correct.
the best thing.
True
It's like wearing
fans.
masks or getting a shot. It's like don't have to think about it. Just do it.
Just do
Don't-
it. Yeah.
Think
Which
about
is
it.
a
Just do
Nike phrase, which we love Nike too. They
Yeah,
they're
which
very
I think Pfizer is
socially.
going to be adopting it soon. I think Pfizer is changing their slogan to "Just Do It" eventually.
Oh, that would
I
be
think.
great. I would be so. That would be
should.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So.
Mhm.
Rudy says for $4.99. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you. I really appreciate it. He says review sponsored by
Mm.
Kleenex, not just at for tears anymore. Well, you're going to need it for tears. You're going to need it for your friends' tears. So yes, I agree. It'll be for maybe if for a lot of us we're a
Yeah,
little bit
maybe
heavy.
if there's a germ covered handle you're scared about, you can use that Kleenex to touch that handle because you
Yeah.
don't know. You never know with the germs here anymore.
And you
Mhm.
know what? I think too with some of us who are a little bit heavier, maybe we can't fit in the seats, or maybe we sweat a little bit too much while we're watching the movie because we get
Guilty.
excited. I know, right? Hey, Rudy, you're looking right at me when you mention that. Sometimes those Kleenexes are great to kind of wipe some of the sweat off. So you're right, not just for tears anymore, Rudy. So
Mhm.
that's a good point. Thank you for recognizing some of the body positivity that we like to portray on the show, because we all want to. I mean, not to throw you under the bus, Drew, but you are a little bit thin privileged, am I right? I mean,
Yeah.
Kyle and I got a
Take
little
it
bit
easy.
more
Yeah, I got a little something,
hefty,
something
so,
here.
yeah.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm doing
Gotta
I'm
be
doing my
safe.
part. Unfortunately, I just had a disgusting burger, so hopefully I'll be able to put on some weight and I can stop thin shaming you people. And I feel bad for thin shaming you, but for being thin automatically. So
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
doing my
Thank
part.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. We all are here. I think that's really important. So, well, to kind of wrap up our spoiler-free review, I think that this is a transcendent film. I think that it is a triumph. It will clearly save lives. It's about time that we really start to push these female-led films, like the Marvels, like Echo, like Madam Web that we just saw. These are the things that we need to be talking about positively so that people can see that women are better at this than men are. And they just know how to write better and make movies, and it's just what we need right now. And it brings me so much hope that we're going to see more of this. So we need
It's
to be
gonna make a
promoting.
boat ton of money. It's a boatload of money. That thing is
Yes.
gonna go to the moon.
Oh, I cannot wait to see the charts on this. Is gonna dunk on those chuds that
Oh,
keep
it's
saying, "Oh, yeah,
when
blah,
it
blah."
starts rolling in, they're gonna be like, "Oh, well, it didn't make as much money as like Iron Man or something from
Exactly.
2007,
Yep.
adjusted
But
for
at the same time,
inflation."
that's not what matters. It's the social currency of the film.
Which it
It
has
just
a
like
lot of, yeah.
what it does. Yeah, what it does socially to the people across the globe, saving
Yeah.
lives. Like I said, that's the biggest social, financial gain it could do, across the globe, teaching people to save lives, which it does.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's the most important part. We don't want to be putting money into these capitalist pigs' pockets, right? We hope that it makes money, sure, to promote the
Yeah.
movie, but ultimately, it's about the message, right? What
Mm.
is this movie saying about? Are they allying with certain activist groups? What is the message? What is the theme? What is the subtext? Because we're about to watch the X-Men, and the X-Men has got to be the most, with no nuance. It always talks about civil rights. I mean, that's the whole book. That's the reason the book exists, is
Thank
to
you.
Since the very
discuss
beginning.
civil rights. Very beginning. Yep.
Very
Absolutely.
beginning.
They made the book specifically to talk about civil rights, and that's it. So, and I know this because everyone else says it.
Correct.
But yeah,
That's all
and
I
I think
hear.
right, yeah, that's really all I need to hear is that,
Yeah.
I look on
Think about it.
Twitter
Just follow the
and
pack.
you just
Don't think
you got
about it.
everything.
Just follow the
So,
pack.
100%. Now, what do you any last words for you guys about the Madam Web review? Any last kind of overarching things before we move on to the X-Men trailer?
It's the most emotionally draining film experience I've had. I
Mm,
had to see it again because no other film made me feel that way. I've got to see it again so I can get that emotionally drained experience again.
yeah.
I just say
Yeah,
go
absolutely.
see it. You will not be disappointed.
Yes. Agreed. Agreed. Well, let's move on to let's go ahead and grab this guy here. So this is big news within pop culture right now because as we all know, everyone has watched the old, 93 X-Men, 92, 93 X-Men animated series, the classic theme song that everyone knows. And, you get like your characters like the he's he's got the claws, he's the, the
Is it
bear.
Laura? X-23?
Oh,
X-23
you
we're
know
talking
what?
about?
I think
23. Yeah.
I think she might actually show up in the show,
Oh,
which would be
please.
great. I
She
mean,
is she's the only Wolverine.
She
She's the
is
only
Wolverine.
Wolverine. So,
Wolverine, thank you. That's the
Only
name.
one I
Yes,
know.
yeah.
she is. Yeah. I mean, I think she has a dad or an uncle, maybe. But yeah, she's what would be great to see in this series. You've also got the I think there's a woman. I remember all the women. There's Storm. I think
Yep.
because she, from Halle Berry's Storm from some of those movies, and
Iconic.
yes. Oh, I mean, Halle Berry did a great job, and so I think we're going to see a lot of women in this film. I think we'll also get Bishop, who's a African American character in the TV show, which is so great because I don't think they had him in the first show at all. And then
No,
ever.
never showed up at all. Period.
I
Never.
He
don't
never.
remember him.
No, he
Of
definitely
course.
didn't show up in the first or second season when they were doing Apocalypse
No.
taking over, and yeah, that was definitely not a storyline that they played.
One of the
with
most important
his
characters you
future
just
arcs.
leave out. It's like, oh no, because he's black. Clearly.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, of course. Yeah. Right.
yeah.
That's exactly what they did. Um, this is not a joke. This is our show. I hope that you guys.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
What?
I'm not
What?
sure, but
Wait,
Can we not? Can we kick this guy?
yeah. Come on, Otis. We're trying
Yeah.
to be positive here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grow
Yeah.
up.
what the-
So anyway, the other character that I wanted to talk about was Morph. That's going to be in this show, and what they're doing with this character, I thought was actually pretty progressive. Now, well, I mean, X-Men have always been progressive, but Kyle, I think you had said something in our group chat that made total sense to me because Morph is a shapeshifter, right? So do you want to talk a little bit more to that fact about like what they're going to do with him in the show and why it's so important to be seen, for people to be seen with Morph?
Yeah, because Morph was in the comics, I believe. Morph was introduced at some point. Character's been around for a long time, established, and in this iteration, when they bring Morph back, I'm assuming he went somewhere in '93 season. I think he went somewhere. Now he's back and changed the face a little bit, which I love, by the way. Character design in this. We're gonna get into the rest of them, but
yeah, right.
it was so strong and how it's like a character who could be anything and be anyone. Why wouldn't they be anything? It's like, let's just make them non-binary. Which is so powerful. It's like that just makes sense.
Yes.
It makes sense.
It makes total sense. So, and all the chuds out there have been getting so butthurt about, oh, he's non-binary, but that's who he is, because if he's able to change into different genders and different people and has all, can make himself into whatever, that's his identity. And these people are trying to take away his identity. I mean, like, come on. So
yeah, he was only a white guy in the first. It's like, why?
Yeah.
Who would want to be? First off, I wouldn't. But it's like I could be anything. Why would I want to be a straight white male? No thanks.
Yeah. So
live with that every day.
Oof. So Marvel, Marvel, Disney, if you guys are watching this, please, we love what you're doing with Morph. Like, that's
thank you.
We just want to reiterate that we are being extremely positive about the changes you guys are making to Morph. And we think that it is extremely progressive. So thank you, because the X-Men, like we said, has always been progressive, and they've never done anything other than progressive social messaging. That is the only reason why the X-Men exist.
Correct.
And so for other people to say,
pick up a comic book.
Yeah, right. Read a comic. Am I right?
Yeah. Even comic book, bro. Come on. What the hell?
Yep.
Yeah. Jeez. So, I mean, Flaccid, again, guys, in the comments, we try to refrain from the misogyny.
We talked about this. The male gaze. It is so evil and vile. Why would anyone want to keep doing that? There's a reason why they do that in the Madam Web film, because it's wrong. The male gaze is wrong. There are two male gaze. One of them is evil. The other one is good. All right. That's all I gotta say.
Right.
Thank you. Yeah, and we stand with our gay brothers and sisters, but we do not stand with hate and negativity, with the male gaze, which is what Flass is doing, talking about thick rogue.
She's a person, okay? She has a character.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She has feelings. She has thoughts. Get over yourself. Take it easy.
Yes. It's yes. Thank you. I like the new tone of this panel. I appreciate that, Flaccid. We do too.
I don't know what you're talking about, but that's fine.
This is how we want to condone, or how we conduct ourselves. Is we want to get a lot of access, and we want to save lives. We want to be about family. And we want to be about positivity. So that's what this this tone is. But
growing the hobby, grow the hobby.
Yes, absolutely.
Station.
Hey,
grow the hobby.
If you don't like it, just don't read it. It doesn't even matter. Okay.
Yeah.
There's or don't watch it. Like, oh, it's bad. Okay. Find something else. And if there's nothing else that's good, then just be positive. All right. It's that simple. So,
jeez.
Hey, well, Flaccid, I got one Funko Pop here. I know you're saying there's not enough. We're growing our channel. Okay.
We're trying.
We'll get more. We'll get more. Now this is insane, Harley. I mean, what do you even say? What do you even say about this? $50 from Harley Dave. Thank you so much, man. He says there is no glass ceiling because women transcend this level of patriarchal subservience. These breeders cannot possibly embrace or understand what we Zim, Zish, Zer, Zach, Zux, Zoke, ZZ, Zol, Zab, Zaf, Zug women go through every day.
Preach it. Preach it.
Wow. Amen, Harley.
And
gosh, dang. This is
super chats, and they to dedicate them toward the transitioning of kindergartners. We got this money needs to go toward that foundation. All right. And Harley, that money is going to go very, very much a long way in helping those kids, helping those children become who they truly are.
Thank God for thank God for Harley did, because we're also going to try and do more drag queen story hour, and where we can
important.
read comics to these kids, and that's it's so brave to do such a thing.
Discover
So
their truths. Yeah.
yes,
Yep.
absolutely. And get kids involved with these comics. That's so great. So Harley, thank you for the 50. And you know what? Just to be the most inclusive, I want us to be attentive to maybe some of the audience members who may have hearing disability or anything. So I just want to we'll just kind of we'll do this for now. Drewselberry there. Thank you. So once again, these breeders cannot possibly embrace or understand what we women go through every day. Harley, you're the man. You said it best. $50.
Truth to
Thank
power,
you.
my friend. Truth to power.
Truth to power. Oh,
Mhm.
speaking of powerful, let's get into this trailer reaction because I cannot wait any longer. This is what we've been waiting for.
Shit.
Oh, it's going to be so exciting. So have you guys seen this yet or no?
No.
Okay, yeah, this will be my first time watching as well.
What's
And
this for again?
This is for the hold on. I need to X-Men 97 official trailer.
What's that?
Calda,
I don't know what
these-
this is. What X?
I don't know what any of these names are. But
I
yeah,
only know
so-
Modern X-Men. Sorry, I don't. 1997.
You know
That's
what?
going back a ways.
I'm hoping that they talk about Krakoa because that's my X-Men.
That's my
right?
X-Men. If they don't,
Yes.
That is,
yeah.
Yeah. That's what that's the true X-Men that we need to talk about. So let me remove the trailer there, and then so yeah, chat. This is our first time seeing it. I have been holding in my excitement all day. So if I have to change my pants afterwards, give me 1 second. But this will be so exciting. So let's get into this. I can't hold my excitement any longer. Let's go.
Watch the series finale of X-Men next Saturday.
Oh,
morning.
it's like the
I think
original.
it's on
yeah.
TV.
I had the
Oh,
TV.
it's Professor Xavier. Yeah. Okay, the original X-Men.
Oh my,
Fate
no,
lies
they
in
can't-
our hands now. Now.
Oh yeah.
Now.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Oh, animation. Okay. All right.
All right.
Let's
all
go.
right.
Wait.
Okay.
Is it Magic Port? That's a Magic Port. That's a Magic
We
Port.
have to stay
Oh,
vigilant.
Oh,
Hellfire
whoa,
Gala.
Hellfire Gala.
Hellfire Gala.
Hellfire Gala. Hellfire Gala.
Yeah,
matter
the
how dark it
protesting.
is.
Okay.
They're protesting.
Sentinel.
Oh,
Sentinel.
Sentinel.
Oh, the Xavier
Each
School.
other.
There we go.
Oh, there he is.
We
There.
get this done by working together as a team.
Jeez, Thub, keep buzzing in my ear.
Oh, they return. Yeah. Oh, my favorite.
Okay, a little song.
No way.
Oh,
Oh my god.
To me, my X-Men.
He said it. He said it. Wow.
Magneto.
The last
Oh.
will and testament of Charles Xavier. Everything he built now belongs to me.
What?
No.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Mm.
I'm at a loss for words.
I got goosebumps.
That was
Goosebumps.
incredible. That was the best thing that Marvel has put out yet.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
The
I
last time
cannot
I was
believe
this
what we
excited
just
is when I
watched.
saw the Last Jedi trailer. This is right up there with the Last Jedi. It just
Yeah.
blew
When
me
I got
away.
out of Madam Web, this is how I felt.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, because
Whoa.
this is just
Yeah.
the next thing
Yeah.
that
the
I am
next
so
thing.
excited for. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was wow. That was because it had the whole team, and then Wolverine when he said "bub," And I was like, we have heard him say bub before.
And to see Storm
Yeah,
being a
he said-
storm, did you
Oh,
see
he's-
that? She was
yeah,
the
oh.
lightning. It's like, oh, that's Storm.
That Storm, dude. And then so my favorite part though, my favorite part is when Gambit supercharges
Oh my God.
Wolverine's claws.
I haven't even seen that
Oh.
before.
Yeah, we
Whoa.
never. It's like the fastball special, but for Gambit.
Whoa. I don't know
And
what you just said, but that sounds awesome.
Yes, and we all know that when Gambit ever supercharges something like a
Yeah.
card or anything, it explodes. So like, what if Wolverine's claws like explode into someone or like that would be cool, right?
I don't know what
Yeah.
Gambit does, but he looks like a guy that has a coat and he looks like a
Yes.
badass and he plays
Yes.
cards. He must be really good at cards.
Yeah, he looks cool. He looks
Yeah.
very cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very
cool.
God, I want to watch it again. That is so. I'm so jacked up right now.
Well, I'm so hyped right now. Yeah, that was just so good. Flassa, so we took our masks off. Drew wants to keep his on, and we want to respect that. And I understand that you're getting a little bit uncomfortable, but we did want to show our expressions for the trailer, so we did have to take our masks off. So
yeah, and it's showing solidarity with Aftershock because, as we all know, I mean, we get knocked down, but we get up again.
We do get up again.
Yep.
Thank you. And isn't that what the X-Men tells us, right? After all the injustices, after all the, protests and civil rights allegories, and the X-Men always get back up. And
Yes, they do.
That's what's so important.
I kind of wanted to see Storm kind of lead the X-Men. I really didn't want Cyclops. It's like, can we have Storm, please?
Again, didn't we already see this
Haven't we seen Cyclops is such a boring character? He's just a white guy who's just good at everything and like a leader. Like, no, we need Storm. We need Storm.
I mean, she is an Omega level mutant, so like, yeah. Having Cyclops at the head of the team doesn't make sense anymore. It's not modern enough. It's 2024. Like, we need to actually have a female of color at the front of the X-Men. And it's not like they did this in the 80s with a run by like Mark Silvestri or anything.
No,
like they never have done this before. And so this is what they really need to go do moving forward. So.
Yeah, with that badass haircut. Did you see? She got the haircut. I'm like, that's my girl.
It would be better if she had just like one side shaved, but she had kind of a mohawk thing going.
Oh, hey,
so,
this is just season, all right.
They could be saving that for later in the season.
Yep.
She could start off with
That's
a duel, but by the end of the season, down just one.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, you're right. So, overall, man, I can't say anything else that could be as exciting or as amazing as that trailer. It's
11 out of 10.
It took the words out of my mouth. You said it. You said it best. 11 out of 10. It's going to be stunning and brave, and it is going to be everything that we want to see. I cannot
all the right
wait.
ways. Hellfire Gala? Are we going to get a Hellfire Gala?
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to bring that up. Yeah, so let me reopen that because I want to share this for you guys. So if once again, a lot of chuds don't like the whole Hellfire Gala thing, but at this past year's San Diego Comic-Con, I think they actually had a Hellfire Gala, which shows you just how meaningful and impactful it is. Like, why these fans love the Hellfire Gala?
There's my girl.
Oh, look at what they're promoting.
Look, they heard us. They heard us.
They did. Oh, they totally did.
Ladies.
Oh, Nick Fury and feet. Oh my gosh, gag reels, they're dancing. They're dancing.
Deleted scenes.
I cannot Marvel must have heard because they're promoting this ad just for us, guys. Like, this is my god, this is perfect.
They hear you. Truth to power. What were we talking about?
Deleted scenes. So there is this going to be on Blu-ray?
I hope so.
Wow. Oh my god. Yeah, we absolutely need to get this. Oh, look at how good the CGI looks. Flawless.
Good.
And then it's there he is. There he is. It's what's his name? Goose. It's Goose.
Yeah, it's Goose.
We all love Goose.
It's a cat.
No. So yeah, I was like right around. We gotta do our spoil or not our spoiler, our Easter egg. Look at this inside scoop mutant fashion show.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, and they got Antler Girl, they got Deer Girl, and they got Squirrel Girl right there, right next to
my
her.
favorite
oh
characters.
my god. Our two like some of our favorite characters within the past few years, Squirrel Girl and Deer Girl, Nature Girl. Like
Yeah.
when she in X-Men Green, when she takes it to the streets, it just shows everyone how powerful she can be. It was like that. That's really when she became one of my favorite
Yes.
characters.
And how it
Mhm.
shows it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if it's your store, if it's your company or not. But if you're just the cashier and you gave someone that bag, whether it's from your store or
Yes.
not, you're going to die because
Yeah.
the planet the planet is for everyone, right? You destroy the planet, you destroy us.
Yes.
So you need to
Mhm.
die, and that's what she did. She killed the cashier guy because he destroyed the planet.
That is so
Brave,
powerful.
so
That
brave.
is so powerful and super brave. Yeah.
He
And
deserved to
I
die.
really think 100%. And it's really a call to action more than anything.
Mhm.
From that comic and from this culture. I think that these books transcend just being storytelling or being escapist content. This is This is how to promote activism. We need to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. And so by that book showing us what we can do, to these these people who continue to pollute our earth, it really is just like a great role model for us, to look at and say, we need to aspire to be like her. So,
Amen.
amen. Well, another thing that we like to do on this show is, I mean, we love to read comics. Let's be real. We read comics.
Guilty.
Come on.
Guilty.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, what we're gonna do now is every week, Kyle, or I don't know. Sorry, I was thinking of a different show. That just sucks.
What is that?
But Pop and Polly Phillips, Drizzleberry Pop Tart, and myself, MaxiPad, we all choose our like one book that we want to revisit from the past, and we want to not too far, because we didn't really go too far. We went with like past what 3 years ish, give or
Yeah.
take 2 years.
Yeah.
You start going back before 2016 when who was elected, and it just it's not good. It's
Yeah.
you want to keep Ugh. We don't it's like Voldemort, we don't say that name. But all that being said, we picked 3 comic books we're going to go over, and then we have a few others that from this week that we're going to review. But the first one I think matches perfectly with the Madam Web movie that we just saw. So I do want to show that one first. And this was Drizzleberry's pick because this was, let me see if I can share our window here. There we go. This was written by T. Franklin, correct?
Steve Franklin, probably the most underrated, most underappreciated current writer at DC Comics, Marvel Comics. Yeah, yes, she was a former sex worker. Yes, she's handicapped. Yes, she
Oh.
coincidentally has the same disease as his character Sunspider that she
Yeah.
didn't create. But it's
Hmm.
still a very powerful character. I mean, you see what this character has to go through in
Yeah.
every single page in this. It's a shame, and you really just feel the pain that T goes through this character.
Well, it's so empowering though too, Drizzleberry, because it's it shows her pain and the torment that she has to go through, but it also shows the power in that and what she can do as a handicapped woman with these powers. And I love this concept design. It's so practical. The fact that she can strap her wheelchair to her back with the webbing is far beyond anything I as a privileged male could ever think of, because I don't have physical disability. So for her to write this is just she's galaxy brain, just thinking on a whole nother level.
Well, you did put your foot in your mouth. That is a disability.
No, I do that. Yeah, you got me. You got me.
Uh-huh.
That is my disability, I guess. So,
Yep.
um, so this is her in the wheelchair before she has her costume on.
Yeah, she talks about just how much how like she gets so much. She as her main character as Charlie Weber, Charlotte's Web. Know what I'm saying? She's Charlotte jokes.
yeah.
But she says, like, as this, I never get respect. I never treated with respect. No one notices me. No one helps me out. It's not until I'm Sunspider people notice me. That's when people say hi to me. I'm just so helpless. This character.
That's fair.
Oh, but I love now. Did you guys notice her dress? I mean,
Oh, yes, I did.
oh, it's just it's little things like that that really make these comics just perfect.
It's the right amount of subtlety. Like you
Yeah.
pick it up like normally you wouldn't catch it, but second,
No.
third, fourth, fifth times you read this, you're like, oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, you after because you really have to read this more than once to
Absolutely.
understand it. I mean, to enjoy it. And
Yeah.
so to really enjoy it, to get that full depth of what this story is about and who this character is.
It's so
Yeah,
layered.
you notice those things.
There's tranches. There's so many different tranches
Mm.
of emotions in the story with this. That T. Franklin is just an understated genius. She is the new Alan Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think she's a little
is.
bit better than Alan Moore.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah.
His stuff is a little it's a little verbose, don't you
I
think?
never read
It's
it,
a
but I just
little-
assumed it's stupid.
There's a lot of words. A lot of words.
Yeah, it's
in my comics.
you know what? Yeah. But this is like just the right amount of text, and I love what she's doing with these characters. Basically, we're shown as the audience to a lot of these women that are helping our character Sunspider. But it just goes to show when she says, hey, I don't really need this help, and that's why I think it's so important that these women kind of recognize that sometimes that she doesn't really need it, but she also wants to. Sorry, I'm confused. I want to still be positive, but I don't really want to. Because doesn't she say later that she doesn't need to be helped, or that she does want to be helped?
Yes.
She
Oh
says,
yeah,
she says both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But it
character
just shows
growth
you
development.
Yes, thank you. That's what I meant to
exactly.
say. Character growth. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, look at how fun this action is. I mean,
Look at that.
she is just kicking butt, taking names.
Go girl.
You go.
Getting it-
Look,
getting it
look
done.
at this chud. She has to turn this chud down. Do you think
I
do
would.
you really think Doc Ock would be able to get with our main girl here? Pfft,
No.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because I mean,
Oh,
really,
look how much
look,
fun they're
honestly,
having, too.
I mean, does she have to be able to walk for her legs to be perfect? Am I right? Come on, jeez.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I wish my legs were broken so that I could truly feel, what it's like to go through this type of I shouldn't have said that. That's weird. but yeah, no, this is a great scene with the girls hanging out and dancing. I just love it so much. So we lost Poppin' Polly.
Poppin' Polly, where's Poppin' Polly? Oh no.
Yeah, hopefully he comes back soon. Maybe his
Yeah.
internet dropped out. But Drew, anything else you want to say about this? Oh my gosh, we get these cool characters at the end. Anything else you want to say about this this story?
If you want to see a character's origin done right, you see a woman. Yes, a person. I won't say a woman. I'll say a person who does struggle being around people who don't appreciate her.
Yeah.
And learns to overcome all that, as well as a guy who offers her robotic legs to dance when her legs are already perfect. There's a lot of struggling she goes through,
Yeah,
and
of course.
this shows you the whole range of how capable she is to overcome all of that.
Absolutely. And it makes perfect sense that, she is this capable because, it doesn't matter if your legs, if you are disabled, you are handy capable, right? That's what we always try and say. And she is more than capable, and she's kicking butt. So that is what's truly important. And I love the message here, how she's telling this guy at the end that no one ever looked out for her, and I think that's also an impactful message too. So I thank you for recommending this book this week, Drew. This was excellent. So
You're welcome. I only have to recommend the best, and yeah, she's the best.
that she is the best, that's for sure. We got another best here that is written by actually uh, a movie, like a movie star, and
Oh.
Emilia Clarke, Emilia
Oh,
Clarke.
from the Terminator film. That's right. She's in that one Terminator film.
She was in the Terminators, and then
She
I
played Sarah
believe
Connor, right? She was Sarah Connor.
Yes, she is Sarah Connor. Yes.
Yeah.
that's right. And she was also in the Game of Rings show.
Game of
So the
Rings.
Game of
Oh,
Rings
yeah.
was written by J.R.R. Martin, and
Yeah.
that was the medieval clash where you saw, the dragons, and I think
yeah, dragons.
she was the queen of dragons, right?
Yeah.
And
She had a stick
so
with rings, and she twirled the stick with the rings on it at the dragons. And
yes, yeah. Well, it's
they
the
get
Game of
busy
Rings,
and
and so you have to,
Game of
right?
Rings.
Yeah.
Those
So I
pesky
think,
See how
dragons
frequently you can turn it around. Yeah.
yeah.
always up to
So
something.
oh man, and that's why I think she perfectly fit this comic book, because she's already, been in the Terminators. She was Sarah Connor in Terminators. She was the Queen of Dragons in Game of Rings, and it really shows just her progression as a Hollywood actress and what that means. And I don't know these other people, but I know Emilia Clarke. And so the first thing I want to note is this cover. It is wild, wacky, fun. It's pops off the page. This is, and look at all these little subtle nuances. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but inside the mom, Mother of Madness, because MOM is also Mother of Madness. See what
I
I mean?
like it.
Oh,
Inside the O, it looks like there are female or male breasts. And I don't want to, kind of gender. I don't know
Whoa.
whose breasts those are, but
We don't want to gaze at it too long, but
Right,
I do
right.
appreciate the subtlety.
I
Of
thought they were
course,
just
yeah.
eyes, but hey, that's just me. But
Yeah.
I think there are eyes over here, in the corners with the hand in the eye. And that's because women do have eyes, and they see the world through that feminine lens. And so I think it's
That's
really
how they
important.
get information.
Information. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Women get information through these things. So the cover has multiple different levels, and that's what's that's what's
You
really,
already know you're in for a fun ride when you get that on the
yes,
cover.
absolutely.
I'll be right back. All right, I'll be right back.
Sounds good, Drizzleberry. But stay safe. Keep your mask on.
Yeah.
And then right away, this is how you do a character intro. This is perfect. Look at the amount of dialogue that we are given to introduce our main character. She talks about how she is a sex worker. She talks about how she gets anxiety. Don't we all? Am I right? Yeah,
Get in
right.
line.
A lot of us, have social anxiety or some type of autism, and she talks about it. She's like, I just listen to podcasts. I have anxiety. I'm a sex worker. These are all the great things about me that make me a mother and a superhero. And it's just all given to us right on this page. It's a great introduction to a character. Really, really important. And look at even the servants here are wearing masks, which just shows that even in a book like this, they're really socially conscious to that. So
Attention to detail. That's important.
yes.
When you can
Yeah.
be a high school dropout and a chemical engineer, that is impressive. I would like to do that as a high school dropout myself. If I could become a chemical engineer, hey, I would love to do that. But again,
100%.
I can't do that. So
No, well, yeah. I mean, it just goes to show how perfect she. I mean, just how amazing she is, because
right.
she's also 29 years old. Like she's only 29,
Mm,
single mom, chemical engineer, Thai food junkie, sex worker.
me too.
I mean,
Oh,
can I be this woman, please? She is everything I wish I could be and more.
and
So,
she's an RBG fan. RBG, RIP. But
oh,
uh,
I know, right? Oh, so. We see her at this kind of, it's a very capitalistic, very,
evil. A lot of whites
yeah, a
around
lot of
there.
what
I can
prim
tell.
and proper,
Yeah,
like museum to bleh, no one wants to be
yeah,
there, but she
yeah.
has to be there, I think, for work or something. And
Oh,
you get these guys who are, being real misogynist, sexist pigs. And
mm,
in the middle of this, in the middle of this museum, this party, she goes through something that we can all relate to. Maybe not as me as a man, but for men who maybe identify as a woman, or for women who identify as female presenting, they go through this, and she, has her period through her dress, and that it's so real and raw,
oh,
and you can hear all these awful people say disgusting, embarrassing, nasty woman. This is
mm,
what people would actually say in that, environment.
that,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, filthy.
Oh,
What do you mean natural? I mean, it just,
whoa,
it goes on and on, right?
disgusting people.
Oh, terrible,
The
terrible.
worst, vile.
And yeah, they're absolutely vile. But through all of that, she embraces her femininity. She embraces her sexual liberation, and she
Mm,
becomes the mother of madness. And look at some of like the cool, crazy like powers that she has. Her armpit hair becomes like, webbing, and she can stretch, and
mm,
her emotions are go wild, and she's crazy and unhinged. And this is like a great representation of what females are. And I think Amelia
mm.
hits the nail on the head with this. This is, such a great representation of that. So
Just shows you the power that women possess when
mm,
they gets unlocked, when they know they have the power within
yes.
themselves. And it takes
Yeah.
something traumatic, unfortunately, something like that to be so embarrassed by. I can't even imagine what that character's going through. But once that is unleashed, it's like, watch out, because
Yeah.
yeah,
She's coming. She's coming for
see
you.
who gets the last laugh. Hell hath
Yeah.
no fury like a woman scorned.
Oof, you said it, brother. Oh, I
Mm,
can't believe it. The rest of the book, she talks about how, her parents pass away, and so we see a lot of struggle there. I
oh,
love these layouts. It's
So good.
super chaotic. You can't really follow where the next
mm.
dialogue bubble is going to be, and it speaks to her state of mind that
Sounds
it's
like my life.
chaotic. I, you're telling me.
Can't follow my
And
word bubbles.
right, yeah. And so this is just another, great depiction by the artist and by Emilia,
Mm.
and just how important these, these layouts are. With a lot, you see all the pills and chemicals. It's just wow. It's very creative, very very creative. And then we get to present day. She's a single mom, like we said. She's just, going through her average day. And once again, she's exercising the importance of wearing a mask. I think that's, we've come so far, is what she said.
I'm on her side already. Like, I'm
Yes.
already rooting for you. You can do
Mhm.
anything right now, but I'm still gonna be on your side.
Yeah. This is the hero of our story. She
Yeah,
is our protagonist.
and you can tell right
Um,
there that there's so much to unpack on this one
mm,
page. I could
yeah.
spend days talking about it.
Well, you could analyze not just the dialogue, but like you said, the look
Mhm.
in her eyes, the
Right.
the body language, and you can see kind of this guy is getting a little bit too close to her, and he's another
How
he's
high up he is looking down on
yes,
her.
yeah. And it just there's so much symbolism and imagery in this
Mhm.
one depiction. Like you said, you could look at it for hours and find something new every time. So
Mhm.
more incredibly well done and chaotic,
Oh, the detail.
miserable. I mean, detailed, yes. Just panel layouts with all the
Perfect.
hair.
So
Yeah,
good.
it looks so good.
Oh my God,
And
the
this is
colors. Have we
her.
talked about the colors yet on this
We
book?
have not actually. No, that's a great point.
And I'm
The
not talking about the
colors in this.
characters in here. I'm talking about the colors of I mean,
Yeah,
look at the
and well,
yellows.
and this is her figuring out her power. She's like derailing a train here, or kind of moving this train. And it's like, man, I love to see her grow and understand what her powers mean, as a female, as a woman, to truly understand that. And here's more. I really think every page has an empowering moment on it. Here's her selling her feet online to men who are willing to pay for that and support her single mother lifestyle. You know,
Everyone's gonna be doing something.
yeah, and especially if you are a chemical engineer, you're probably making not a lot of money, and so you kind of have to do the foot stuff on the side. I think.
I would assume I don't know what that job is. It's just putting two words together, but like
Yes.
I assume you don't make any money. Obviously, I mean you didn't finish high school, so
Yeah.
clearly,
No, she's just naturally gifted. I think.
yeah. So
I love the little quips in here too. Yummy time it is. It's fun. It's
that's
funny.
how
Yeah.
I talk internally. I say the same things. Makes perfect sense.
Whenever I go to lunch, yep, yummy time it is. I just instinctively, it's
Yeah.
like yummy, 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 wummy.
Mhm.
Just little funsy onesie things like that in this book that really make it grounded, and
Thank you.
that's
Yes.
really great. Yeah.
Yep. Lived in
Um,
universe. I could be plopped into this universe.
very.
Just Bloop. Be like,
Oh
yep,
yeah,
I can
I
be
would
here.
fit in. I would love to be Maya. Maya's our main character. I would love to be Maya's best friend. I
Oh,
would. She is just the best in
she is.
this book. And they go through their work day, and it's a lot of fun to see what they're doing there. But ultimately, oh, she kind of breaks the fourth wall here. I forgot that. Yeah.
Oh.
Um, let's see.
I love how long this book is because it doesn't feel long. It's like
Hmm.
I love when a book just keeps going and I'm like, I want more of this, and they continue to just spoon feed it, and I'm just like, oh, thank you for this character development.
And that's a great point. This book is very it's in length. It's a ton of pages, so you really get a lot of story,
Hmm.
and art and
Yeah.
character,
Hmm.
and it feels long, and that's
Oh
really
yeah.
good too. Because like you don't want a book that feels short, and you kind of feel short side. It's more short sighted, and it's like, oh well, I wanted more from this. No, you get a ton from this. You feel like you've been reading this book for like hours, which is amazing.
It feels so
Um,
good, emotionally draining.
very, very emotionally draining. I almost didn't want to read comic books after reading this. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it was exactly what I needed.
And that's what a comic is
Um,
supposed to do. It is supposed to
Yeah.
wear you out mentally,
mhm.
emotionally, physically, that you don't want to do anything again after that.
Right? Yeah. These should be emotional experiences. Like these should be emotional highs where you are, yeah, you are completely drained afterwards. And a lot of the time, even though we feel like we're part of this world, there needs to be a verisimilitude here. We talk about that on the show every now and then. And this type of dialogue, when she says, "Oh, what the fuck," or "fuck balls," "ow," like stuff like that really ingratiates you into the world, and makes you
I
think,
say that
So
wow,
I
real.
just say that at least once a day. So
right?
So
Fuck
real.
balls. Oh, yeah. And I really like how the artist portrayed Maya, to really look like Emilia,
uh,
because Emilia or Amelia, she has
Amalia?
some of these features. Amalia, yeah, and
I just
so
picked up on that when you said that. I didn't pick it up until right now.
really, oh
That is
wow, okay,
amazing.
yeah. So that's another level of just
See?
transcendence that this book has. So
Need to read it again.
And the book is still going, guys. It
My
just
God,
keeps
thank
on
you.
coming. Yeah.
Thank you.
We want more, right? We want more of this.
Who
We
is
need more
that?
books like this so we can give them to our kids to put them in libraries, because every kid
Mm,
in middle school, grade school, they need to learn about periods and learn how they
yeah,
can get these superpowers when you get older. Just learn how it all
absolutely.
works. This will, like I said before, it'll save lives.
So awesome.
It really will. And more so than just the comic will save lives, but I think what they wanted to do was not just make a comic, they wanted to make a social message. They want to stand on a platform that they have and share their, what would you call it?
Their truth, sharing their
Their
truth.
truth. Thank you. And by doing so, at the end of the book, they actually have, look at this, anti-racism
Thank you.
online websites and civil rights websites, phone lines for LGBTQI. Oh, there should be an IA. So this is
Whoa,
a
whoa,
little
whoa, whoa,
It's a
outdated,
little
whoa,
but
whoa,
I
outdated,
mean,
little
it's
outdated, little outdated.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
But LGBTQI plus rights and awareness,
Thank
plenty
you.
of websites and phone lines. We also have sexual harassment, hate
Mm.
crimes. But like I said, all these Black Lives Matter, civil rights stuff. These are all airtight. These are legitimate causes, legitimate websites. They will not steal your money. They will not take advantage of you. And that's
Don't think
I'm so
about it.
thankful.
Don't think
Yeah,
about it. Just give them your
yeah,
money. It's don't think about it. Just give them your money. It's just so easy.
yeah. And I'm
What do
so
you need your money
thankful that
for?
no, I mean, come on. You want to be another capitalist pig, keeping
Exactly.
spending all your time trying to get money.
Yeah. So
Uh,
greedy? Please.
Yeah. And this is what this comic is really all about. It's this page right here is just really, it's not about storytelling. It's about sending the message, sharing your truth, using your platform as a way to preach to people and to lecture people. And I think that's extremely important right now.
Yeah,
So,
and bring it back into reality. It's like we're in
mm,
this realm of this comic book world, and you're getting lost in everything, the character development, the growth, and then it's like, boom, it hits you right back to this is real. Like, guys, this isn't
yeah.
made up. Like, everyone thinks it's fun to read these comics for escapism. It's like, no, no, no. This is real life. Like,
Yes.
real people's lives are in danger, and you need to take this seriously.
Yeah. In danger from people who have, armpit hair coming out of their arms and,
Oh
crazy
yeah.
emotional states. And,
Yep.
like, yeah, it could happen for sure.
Yeah.
I did just notice that on the hate crimes thing, it has someone flipping you off and saying, yeah, I F the hate crimes. I think it really sends a strong message. I think that's really
It
good.
does.
Yeah.
I hate crimes. I hate them.
You're telling me, yeah.
Ugh.
We should all hate crimes. Am
Right?
I right? Yeah. So, speaking of, well, I don't have a good segue because oh, here we go. What is the opposite of hate? Love. And
Boom.
Love, baby. We're
lovesick.
here for it.
Oh, that's what it's all about. This is a different type of love. And man, this comic book shows me a different type of love that I've never even thought about. Because I'm a traditional guy. I maybe like things a little bit more vanilla. But after reading this has really got me to start thinking about, man, I may need to, I may want to look at something like this in the bedroom. I mean, maybe this might be for me. I don't know. I have to try it at least. But so, Kyle, tell us a little bit about Lovesick. I mean, this is kind of unconventional because the past two books were superhero books. So, what's this one about?
Yeah. So when I read this first over here at the Pontificating Contemptible Phonies
Yes.
YouTube channel, when I was promoting this book, I
Mm.
was in awe of this book. So when I first read this book, I thought it was derivative of Red Room a little bit. But Lovesick
Hmm.
very quickly distinguishes itself from anything else dealing with the idea of snuff films or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
Very different.
So
Lovesick.
are you saying that Red Room ripped off Lovesick?
Yes. in a sense, and it's kind
In a
of
sense.
different. This has more of a sensuality about it. It's
Mm.
very unsettling. It's unnerving.
Mm.
Also incredibly engaging all at the same time. It deals with, interesting themes about sexuality and identity. It's
Oh.
just so freaking weird, and I absolutely love it. I mean that in the
Wow.
best way possible. Every time I would read this book, it would make me sweaty and nervous
Yeah.
and sweaty again, and I would be filled with all of this desire because of its
Yeah.
sexiness. It's also disgusting and engaging and riveting.
Mm.
I love
Yeah.
this book and how transgressive and submissive it is. Murder, sex, depravity, enlightenment. This book will show you all of that and then some.
That sounds like life. That is life in a bubble.
Yeah. Sleek,
Wow.
sexy, one of my favorite books of all time. And did I mention how sweaty I got while reading this book?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Station! I love this book. You have to read this book.
That deserves an applause. That's how you do comic book reviews. Wow. I'm getting sweaty just by thinking about, reviewing this book. This is, I mean, this is, like you said, it's sensual, it's sexy, but it's also, a little bit perverse and scary. I don't know. Well, let's go through it, because I think we need to actually experience it to really get the full
Me
feeling.
hot
Take it
again.
all
I
in.
love it.
All
action.
the panels.
Boom.
Oh boy,
Oh.
you're a very difficult little piggy.
Oh, yeah, I am.
Boy.
Yeah, I am.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Even real
Oh,
piggy
so-
there in the door. Uh-oh.
So Domino, so she's our main character,
Yeah, she
and
is.
these are her girls.
Yeah.
And it looks like what they do is they kind of they're dancing, and this guy here is going to undergo some sort of maybe sexual torment or some sort of perverse killing or something, right? But he
Yeah.
goes, I love you, Domino. So it looks like a lot of these guys are in love with these women. They just love the dommy mommy, is Tom
Yeah.
King's which I love his style of dommy mommy type of writing. And
Yeah, and we've all experienced that. I know I have personally. When I was reading this, I was putting myself into this comic, and I could really see myself as this character in the beginning, and just feeling overwhelmed and excited and engaged and just absolutely enthralled with this life. And I'm just like, I want to be this character. I can see myself as this character.
Right. Oh, because these characters keep saying they want to be seen by Domino, and I was yearning for her to see me through the comic. I wanted her to recognize me as a piggy, because I too would love to be in this scenario.
Yes.
And these guys just they really, it would be a privilege.
They're very fortunate. They're so lucky.
Yes, very fortunate. And just seeing her kind of day to day, she wakes up and she gets to go to the dungeon and pick out her next little piggy. And oh man, I would love to be there,
like a gimp, like from Pulp Fiction. Yeah.
So this is exactly what Red Room did. And I'm wondering now, I think Red Room might have stolen a little something from Lovesick.
Yeah, so this came out before Red Room, so you could see how Ed Piscor really wanted to take from this book. Now, he may, some say he may have done it better and more interesting, and the art's better, and the story's better, and it's more engaging. And more
better
fun,
narrative, and
I think if you actually go to Lovesick and see how it originally started, you'll understand the subtle nuances of everything, even down to the color palette. It's very engaging. Like look how engaging the panel layout is here. Look at the subtle lighting in each panel. You can kind of see the movement down. You can see it. You're just following. following this person's life. You just see them chained up here, and it's like, how did they get there? Why am I here? Why am I reading this book? And yet I
Yeah.
want to continue reading it.
Yes. Oh, your analysis really, Paulie, your analysis really has transcended. It's really become something else. I can't describe it, but you're really how you're reviewing these comics is just it's nothing I've ever seen before. I really love your analysis of these. Yeah.
Very kind of you. I've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
It happened overnight.
It's paid off. It's paid
Yeah.
off. I got to tell you that.
Thank you.
But you're
It's
right. You're right.
transcending every other review you've done. Jeez, it's
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah. And we are, like you said, watching this man's life through a screen because we're also watching it through a comic book. And so we are, we're almost like the chat room. And that's kind of what I see is being done here on the page is like we're watching this man's life as the chat, as the comic book reader, but it's very interesting how we play a part in this as well.
Absolutely. Not that I've
but,
ever gone into these chat rooms and actually have done this myself, but were I
No.
to have done that,
Sure.
I could
Yep.
easily see how I could fall prey to something like this. And I'm not saying that I have done it, but
No.
had I have done it, were this to be me almost specifically, which is why I just get so incredibly sweaty and nervous and excited and anxious about this
Yes.
book.
Mhm.
Not because I can actually experience it myself, but were I to,
Mm.
I would then get so much more out of this book.
Yeah.
And you could too.
Yeah, no, I think so. And I condone if that is something that you want to do, I think, that might be if that is your if that's your kink. We don't want to kink
Prerogative.
shame here. Yeah, if
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I'm not gonna
your
kink
we
shame.
don't
No one wants to kink shame.
we don't want to kink
Mhm.
shame. We want to be very positive and uplifting.
Correct.
And if this is the type of thing that you like, then yeah, these chat rooms will be if you were to do it, if you
If
were
you were
to
to do
go
it.
on there, right? Then this would be exactly where you could really explore your sexuality, and that's really enlightening and empowering. So, especially for these girls, because they call this guy an incel, right? And
Am I right? Am I
I
right?
mean, I think we need to see more of this in these
Please.
books, Yeah. What else did they call this guy? It's something I thought they called him something. Oh, yes. Well, the guy here says that it's a slaughterhouse for simps, but he secretly actually wants to be seen by Domino. That's that repressed male patriarchy. These guys think that they're all tough and strong and big on the internet, but then once they get in front of a strong, empowered woman like Domino, that's when they embrace their emotional feminine aspect there, and really just give in to her power. And that's what I love about this kind of scene, right? So really
Mhm.
impactful. So,
Oh, this dialogue is just so engaging and
oh
engrossing.
yeah.
Love
Yes. Yeah. She talks about how he's a little troll online and
Yeah.
what she's going to do to him as a little piggy. And he's like, he says, "Oh, I'm going to be a legend because all my friends get to finally see me get slaughtered by Domino."
Yep.
And it's just, yeah, it's such a great character. There's a lot of character development in this dialogue.
There's a lot of growth, and you don't really understand where Domino's coming from. Like, is she good? Is she bad? Who
Mm,
are these guys that are coming in here? Are they all
yeah.
absolute simps and cucks and absolute pussies, or is there something deeper here? And with as far as she's going in this, I'm like, is this real? Are we even actually here? And it's like I'm really excited that because I want to keep reading this book. Like that's what I want to say. Like, keep reading this book. You're going to go down this sexy, disgusting, wonderful,
Mm,
awful, horrific, yet enlightened rabbit
mm.
hole that I really don't want to give away, but you really need to go down it because it is absolutely amazing.
This comic affirms that there's two things in life. It's wild, kinky, sexy sex and death.
Mm.
Those are the only two things in life.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
comic
Yes.
solidifies it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well said. Well said. Great pick by both of you guys. Lovesick, Edge of Spider-Verse #4, and Mother of Madness. Wow, three great books that we got to choose this week.
I'm all hot and
And man, that
sweaty.
is I know I'm, I j- I am very, very
Ugh.
grateful that all three of us chose female-led books. You know, these are the books that we need to be promoting. These are the books we need to get out there to talk positively about, because we want to be positive. We want to get rid of a lot of the negativity, because there were plenty of books that came out this week that are amazing, and we just want to validate those and really put those out there for people to see.
Was this the best week of comics ever?
It's definitely up there.
It's close. It's up there. Yeah, this was.
Yeah.
I mean, this was great. We had books like Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. I mean, I love their banter. I love the back and forth.
Funny.
We've got
It's so cute.
Fall of the House of X, more X-Men stuff.
Look
right?
at that cover.
Oh, amazing.
Yes,
We've
please.
got Batman, more Chip Zdarsky.
You want to talk? Just, I mean,
Mm.
I have to say, answers to questions that I didn't have, that I didn't know I needed, and Chip answered all of them in this issue.
Yes.
He was just that brilliant.
Like we said before, Chip is doing something that no one ever asked for, and that is truly the sign of a writer who can think further than the reader, right? He's offering something that we never even wanted or asked for, and that is truly special and really amazing. Speaking of amazing, we also had Amazing Spider-Man, where we had a huge battle. The battle scenes in this, the fight scenes in this, oh my god!
This gang war was
detailed, beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, this is JR at his best. I've never seen
Never
him
been better.
No, no. Like
So
this is the peak of his career.
I mean, you thought the first 42 issues he did were amazing. Wait till you get to this one. Holy crap! Wow.
He was saving it for this one.
He was just waiting until we got to this, and he was like, I'm waiting until we can get to Gang War, the most consequential, the most important, impactful moment in Marvel Comics history. Gang War. I'm going to save my artistic for this issue 40. And he didn't disappoint. He did not.
No.
So should we go just real quick? We'll just I think those were the 4 books that we wanted to talk about this week. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, like I said, this book was packed full of action, great artwork, and little fun dialogue like this, where you get the real Daredevil saying, "You should not be so eager to taste my blades." And then this character says, "Ha, gobble gobble." This is fun. This is what comics are all about, right?
It's having fun. Don't
quippiness.
take it seriously.
Don't. Yeah.
Oh, did I miss the gobble gobble line? Did I miss the gobble gobble?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Drizzleberry. Did you read that gobble gobble?
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't stop laughing at gobble gobble.
It's so good. You need to cut the tension. At this point, it was so much going on and so much fighting. I'm like, I need a breather here. Give me something. I need a palate cleanser, something to just take me back to neutral before it starts up again. And that's what this did.
And you know what? Like you said, Kyle, before, this is what's most important about comics and superheroes. It's superheroes. Don't take it so seriously, okay?
Yeah.
They're just super. No one cares. No one cares about superheroes. No one cares about comics. It's just have fun and don't think about anything. Don't criticize anything. Just be positive and enjoy lines like this, like gobble gobble.
Yeah,
that's
people in goofy costumes in the middle of the day in Central Park.
Oh, come on,
fighting over something, and it's like, who cares? Just let them have fun.
Yes.
You don't need a reason. Just let them go. There's no reasons needed.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
You don't have to think about it, dude.
Yeah. Oh God. Who actually thinks about comic? You just read them just to consume, and then read the next comic book. It's not
Correct.
that hard. Yeah. You don't even really think about it.
Nope.
And this character, who seems to be, he wants to take over the gang war, as well. So he actually is going to be the next gang war.
Oh,
I don't have a good feel.
King.
This is a white man. He is skin white. I feel pretty scared about this. That we have a toxic white man right here who may be taking charge. Really, couldn't have been anyone else.
Yeah, this might be commentary though, Drew. This might be a commentary on what would happen in this next election if we get another white man in office, because if he takes over, there could be a gang war
God,
in
don't
our.
say it.
Oh
Don't
my
say
God,
it.
Max!
I know.
You just blew my
I know.
mind. Holy crap!
Yeah,
You
so
wow.
maybe he's thinking on a different level plane of existence, that we may not be able to, because we know.
You gotta remember,
Yeah.
Zeb is a Rick and Morty writer, and they think
That's
on
right.
3, 4, 5 different levels, and he's on that 5th level.
Yeah, and
It's
we
true.
we love Rick and Morty. We love Rick and Morty.
Favorite show.
It's so
very
good.
cool.
Very cool. It's very good. Yeah, and
very Toad Storms.
I think the last thing that I wanted to say was, because right now, Mayor Fisk is in office. So, right, I think that's what. Oh, careful, Drew. You don't want to,
No, I got.
Whenever you drop your mask there, you got to be. You want to drink as quickly as possible.
Yeah, it's quick. I got it down.
Yep.
We're good.
Well, I think Fisk is not in power anymore.
Oh, okay.
As mayor, I think they have a new mayor.
That's right. Is that Luke Cage?
I believe Luke Cage is the acting mayor.
Yeah, that's right.
Finally, we have a black guy taking over. It's about time we have an African American as mayor of New York. It's like, okay, now we're going to get something done. And wouldn't you know it, a gang war takes place. But hey.
Well, yes. I mean,
not that one is related to the other, but
no, not at all. And maybe that's what this book is trying to say, is that, the gang war that took place there may be another gang war if a white man gets into office, who knows? But
and he hits a woman in the back of the head, of course.
Yeah. Gosh, look at this. Look at this. Oh,
how dare you?
Yeah. It just really puts you, it makes him such a great villain though. Because when you have these like sexist, misogynist pigs, you can really just like feel how villainous and how terrible they are. And so you can really get behind, our hero, our titular hero, to say, yeah, we want this guy dead.
Correct.
So that was Amazing Spider-Man. And
So
boys,
good.
I got to tell you, I got to give it it's probably the best issue I've ever read.
Definitely.
I got to give it a recommend.
Solid recommend.
Is it amazing, or is it Totes Maze Balls?
Oh, I think it's Totes Maze Balls.
Oh, Totes Maze Balls.
Totes Maze Balls.
Yeah.
Totes Maze Balls. Okay.
Drizzle, what do you think? Are you gonna give it that? Is it kind of that good?
I'm gonna say amazing. I'm not gonna say Totes Maze Balls. I'm gonna say amazing.
That's a little. You're being a little negative, but I mean, I thought it, but yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
It's still a great comic. But
yes,
there's a better one. There are two better ones this week. That made me say Totes Maze Balls.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we're going to give this a recommend, absolute recommend, because this was amazing. And we'll get to our next book here right after this.
Of our final judge, thumbs up, average.
So our next book is going to be Batman, Joker. And this is like what we were saying earlier. This book makes absolutely no sense. It is completely nonsensical. No one asked for this, and why the book is amazing. It's because it is special in the fact that it can do something that no other Batman book has done. Tell the Joker's origin story again.
Finally.
Finally.
Yes. Because who? I mean, how? I mean, why would you not want to know where he came from? Because I mean, honestly, it's only more scary when you know everything about him.
Yeah, with a character that's been around for, I don't know, 20 years or something. It's like, I think it's about time that we
since
kind of know where they're
like the new 52. So he's been around since the new 52 because it goes back to 0 year.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So 2012, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds about right. Because I think I love seeing Joker books. Like anytime I see Joker, I immediately love it because Joker is not used enough. We need to see more Joker in these Batman stories. And I
Correct.
think it's important that he's really the center focus as like the main villain because he's underused, right? And I think he could really be something great.
Yeah. We never see him in action anymore.
Name another Batman villain. Exactly. You can't. Yeah.
Exactly.
No one.
There really aren't anyone who's better or who's like
literally
as good as
no
the
other
Joker.
Batman villains than Joker.
I did want to read some of these reviews because I thought these just aligned with our thoughts like perfectly. They're super positive and they're really, they're high star values. I'd give a couple of these 5 stars. So but that's fine. We'll read just a few of these. This one says, I still feel like this arc is unnecessary, but I think making the 3 Jokers personalities rather than 3 actual people is a much better idea. 4 stars. I think that this arc is completely unnecessary, which is why we need it to be necessary. Because it is unnecessary. Chip is giving us something that we need. So
correct.
That we never knew we needed. That we never knew. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Which it shows in how dumb we are. How big of idiots we are, not realizing that we needed this, and how genius Chip Zdarsky is.
Right?
Did anybody know they needed a car before a car was invented? No. Car just was invented.
Yeah.
So
did any guy know he needed a condom before he had sex with a woman? No.
No, you just well, I don't really have sex with women, but I mean, if I did, I would probably.
If I did,
I think they would have sex with me. I don't know how that works, but
well, I mean, with Lovesick, anything is possible. So
yeah.
This one says, still very much of the opinion that this comic should not exist for a variety of reasons. But that being said, it is fairly well executed.
Okay.
So yeah, I think
bringing it back.
It's good. Yeah. Showing us Joker's backstory is still a terrible idea. Oh, but this doesn't ruin the mystery surrounding the character as much as I thought it would. And the art is absolutely stunning from beginning to end. Well, that's good. I think you make some good points there. Yeah.
And some bad ones. But yeah.
Yeah. But we won't mention that. We don't want to mention those. So this one spoke to me like on a personal level. This individual says, I like this. It still confuses me, but I do like it. And that's kind of where I'm at. It confuses me, but I know that I am not as intelligent. And so whenever something confuses me, I know that it's immediately smarter than me. And so
if I don't understand what's going on, I learned this from Sean Hudashko. If I don't understand what's going on, it's a genius level comic.
Yes. Oh, you said that. That's a great quote by Sean. Yeah. That's a great point. This one says, I don't quite get everything that is happening, but I have to admit that Chip Zdarsky is cooking. Oh, you can let him cook. Let him cook, right? Especially
fire up the grill, baby.
Yeah, let's get going. Especially with throwback references to his Batman the Night miniseries. Yes. Anytime we get some kind of throwback or Easter egg, and
that's where we learned Bruce was biting. That's where we learned Bruce loves men in that series.
That's right. Yeah. Yep. And I also resonate with this. I don't quite get everything that is happening, but I have to admit that Chip Zdarsky is cooking. This is great. And I think that just speaks to a lot of the times we don't need to get everything that's happening, but we can still understand that these writers are extremely talented, even though we don't understand what's happening.
That talented. They're too talented almost.
Oh, for us plebs to understand what they're doing. You know, like
Yeah,
Lowly
so we show-
YouTuber.
yeah,
he shows us how difficult it is to be a comic book writer. Just the different tranches of the story he builds that
Yeah.
we don't see coming. It's amazing.
yeah. And this will be the last one that I read, but this is like I think probably my favorite one. This individual says, "Damn, reading this book genuinely gave me a headache. I'm impressed. 4.5 stars." Almost 5 stars, and he's right. It gave me a headache too.
No shit. I'm there too.
Yeah.
Hey, Kyle,
So
I
am
mean,
too.
Pop and Polly. Polly is just crying with laughter. He's crying.
Yeah.
He's crying right now.
Yeah.
It's so true because he knows it's so true.
I too am
Because
impressed.
I had a level 4 migraine when I got done reading this
Yes.
comic. I couldn't see,
Yep.
and I'm like, this was that powerful.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't understand a single thing that happened. It genuinely gave me a headache, but I am impressed at what Chip Zdarsky is doing. 5 stars.
Bravo.
Absolute
Bravo.
recommend.
Masterful.
Recommend for me, Drizzleberry. What would you
It-
recommend? Would this be a Totes Maze Balls?
This is Totes Maze Balls all the way.
Yeah, now we're talking. Okay.
Mhm.
And our Poppin' Poppin' Polly. This was
Oh,
also
man.
a recommend for you. Did it give you a headache as well with how much this was a recommend?
Oh, absolutely. There was so much going on and nothing at the same time. It's
Yes.
impressive how there can be so many pages of stuff and nothing at the same time. That just shows you how Chip is really playing like 8D chess with everybody. It's like, you
Dude.
think you know Batman and the Joker? You're a moron. You don't know anything, or you know everything. And this writer is an absolute dipshit doofus who shouldn't be actually writing Batman or the Joker at all. And
Mm.
these are the conversations that people need to be having. And true comic book fans will appreciate this book and its subtlety for who the Joker is, where he came from, why he is the Joker. And this is why this book is a definite Totes Maze Balls.
Totes Maze Balls. Aim that was though, like you said, those are the conversations that need to be had. So Totes Maze Balls recommend from us. Oh, this was like you guys nailed it. This was a great week for comic book fans. A
So
great
good.
week for comic book fans.
You're welcome.
And we're just gonna keep on rolling to the last two here that we read and reviewed. We get MODOK. We get Dollar Store. Mr. Sinister. I mean, he's Mr. Sinister, but he's even better.
Yeah.
In this one,
He's
and
like Professor
he is just-
Sinister. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, and we get like female Magneto. I don't know her name,
Just
but
murdering humans. This is what I've been talking about. This is what we needed. We needed the mutants murdering humans because the humans have been coming after them. You know what we need? Mutants just mowing down the humans because they're evil.
Because they're fascists.
And that's the thing. Let's be real, Drew. She needs to kill these guys because in this dialogue box, she says Polaris could have destroyed the station, but she risked losing the bulk of the fascist Orcus agents to the escape pods. These are fascist Orcus, Trump supporting bigots.
We're not letting them go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look, we want the Brood to kill these guys.
Yes,
Rip them
do.
apart.
Yes.
Create more brood. Plant those eggs in them.
Yeah. And this was one of my favorite parts of the whole book. We really get to see Wolverine and Colossus in their natural habitat. This is what I hope we can see in the new X-Men animated series. But look at all these they're wearing red. We all know what red means, MAGA.
Yeah, there's a reason why I'm not wearing red at all. Come on, we all know.
I know.
We know.
You can't. Yeah. And it just speaks to there's a lot of subtlety and nuance in the book. that most readers may not pick up on, but you have to kind of analyze this a little bit more.
Yeah, X-Men is
And
deep, yo. X-Men's always been deep. So
it's been super deep. You're so right, yo. And
Mhm.
that's when we get Wolverine and Colossus, and they just start taking out these fascist pigs.
Yes, that's what I want to see.
Yes,
Boom,
even
kill those-
Nightcrawler
kill them.
murders this dude. He throws him out into space.
Bamfs
It's
them out
awesome.
there. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
Just blaze waste to
that
them.
is. Yeah, that's what we
And
need.
they're
We
and look
need
at-
these
even
X-Men.
better. They're laughing. They're joking about it. That's the best part. They're
Mhm.
enjoying it. They're actually enjoying
Yes.
killing these monsters.
I would.
I mean, wouldn't you? Yeah, wouldn't you
Yeah.
if they were fascists, right?
Sign
I
me
mean,
up.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Trump supporting fascists in an X-Men book. I mean, this is just it's the social commentary here. Really, it's well done. It's really well done, and it doesn't take itself, it takes itself seriously, but it doesn't hit you over the head with it. It's really subtle, really subtle.
Yeah. It knows when to play with it, and it knows when to reel it
Mhm.
back and kind of take you back and lets you catch your breath a little bit, and then it kind of
Yeah.
brings you back into it. I mean, it's very impressive how this writer is able to just weave this story in and out. The storytelling is so intricate and impressive, panel by panel. You break this down, every panel, you could get so much out of it. It's absolutely stunning, from all the way from where the dialogue is placed to the color to the outline. Everything is absolutely top notch in this book.
Yeah. Wow. I couldn't have said it better myself, Kyle. Great analysis on your part.
It's Polly, but
Um,
thank you.
Oh, yes, thank you. Sorry. I forgot. Yeah, Paulie. There's another guy who comes onto the channel every now and then, and he's kind of your antithesis. So I every now and then I kind of forget.
Well, he sounds like a fat retard, but
Well, I mean, cool it with the R word. We don't want to be too negative here, but he's
sorry.
It's
we'll say
retard.
it's retard.
Yes. Thank you. And then, more stuff that I really didn't understand because I am not galaxy brained enough to really
No.
get what's going on here with Rogue and
Yeah.
Gambit and this other
or this other guy
diverse
who shows up. I'm like, who? Yeah, who is this guy? And who is she? I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
But oh my
No.
god, this was so amazing.
Yeah. It's
Because
great
Mhm.
mystery box storytelling, world building. Just when you think you couldn't build a bigger world in X-Men, boom, bamf, here comes a new.
Bamf.
It's like, what is going on here? I felt like I just woke up and I have no idea what X-Men is and what's going on, and that's amazing.
Yes. If
It
I
gives
don't
me a
know who
level
the
3
characters
migraine's
are,
doing well.
yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, hey, that last comment about Batman, hey, if it gave me a migraine, if I have a headache after reading this, if I never want to read a comic book after reading one of these, hey, it's a good comic book. So yeah.
Amen.
But yeah, this was pretty much it. Like I said, we get a little bit more MODOK. We get this cuck Cyclops, one of these chuds, about to get
Wow.
disarmed or
Thank you. Did they kill him yet?
yeah, it's about time. He almost gets beheaded by this strong, empowered woman, but
Good.
gets saved by another strong, empowered woman, and then gets
Boom.
blasted.
They get it
off
done.
into space or something. Yeah, they do get it done. So, I don't know. This was, getting to see Wolverine and Colossus kill a bunch of Trump supporters. That was, to me, that's like totes maze balls. That's one of my favorite aspects of the X-Men that really cover these cultural, social topics because they've always talked about that stuff. It's always been about civil rights allegories, and it's always been about solely, race relations, and that's all that it's ever been. And I think that's what's
Ever.
really important about this book too, is that it keeps with that same message.
Perfect. Couldn't have said it better myself. Toads
Yeah.
maze balls.
Love it. Recommend
Mhm.
Drewselberry.
Totes maze balls. Down with the patriarchy.
Nice.
Let's do it.
Yes. Amen.
Of our final judge. Thumbs up, average.
All right. Well, other than the X people or the mutants, as we'd call them, we'll go over to some other mutants, brother and sister. And to me, I love the change of pace from this because you go from, the mutant book, which is the Fall of the Mutants book, where it's a lot of action. It's, crazy. There's a lot of stuff going on. And then you get this book and it's a lot of talking. It's down to earth, it's grounded, and you get a lot of great dialogue between these two characters that really give me a sense of who they are, and the brotherly sisterly kind of banter that they have, and they really just kind of talk for, I'd say, a good 2/3 of the book. And this character is so quirky and funny and relatable. I mean, I get
love
her,
it.
I love it.
Every barista that I know.
Oh, they just nailed this character. She
Yes.
just gets it.
Mm.
But yeah, what did you guys think about this? Do you feel like this was also kind of I like these slice of life stories that really don't have anything to do with anything, that don't have really any purpose for existing other than to just kind of have expository dialogue. What did you guys think?
Because that's what I hate about comics. When you have drama, and I don't
Mm.
like drama because there's no drama in real life. Like that's
No,
why I've had
no.
to getting up so frequently. I had to tell my landlord, "Hey, I know I'm like 9 months behind on rent, but hey, let it go. All right, money's
Yeah,
fake. Money's
yeah.
not real." So, but that's just drama. In this, it's just people just having conversations back and forth. It's been it's amazing, and that's what real life is: just talking and talking back and forth. And I love to see that, and just yelling back and
Mm.
forth.
Yeah, I mean, we're
Great
halfway
points.
through this book and they're still just talking and yelling. And it really just shows the talent of the writer, that he can. It's like Tarantino, right? So many Tarantino films have such great dialogue and banter. And we get that in this book a lot.
It's true.
Yeah, you don't need drama. You don't need suspense. You just need people
No.
talking.
Yeah, you really don't need any type of plot, really, in general. Sometimes it weighs down a lot of the dialogue and the story and whatnot. You can just kind of tell, you can just talk, and it's fun to kind of, there's a little bit of a mystery here. Oh, who's this person? That was that gets introduced here like 3/4 of the way into the book. But we get a little bit of action here. But to be honest, I didn't really care for this part. But to keep it
Yeah.
positive, I just love the dialogue, and I love how they're talking, and the relationship the two of them have together.
MaxiPad, you should have had a trigger warning before showing the gun with the trigger. All right, you should have said.
Oh,
Trigger
you're
warning.
right. Oh, dang it! I'm sorry. Chat, I apologize. You're right. I got to be more respectful. Yeah, I think that this was another recommend for me, because I think that these two characters are great for each other. I don't know where the story is going. I don't know what the plot is. I don't really know what these characters' motivations are, and so it leaves you a lot of questions to say, I can't wait for issue 2.
That's what
fair.
Steve Orlando does. It's just that amazing.
Yeah, yeah, it is Steve Orlando. That's right. I forgot. One of the great voices of our generation.
He's the best.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm going to give this a recommend. What do you think, guys? Is this another recommend for you?
It's amazing. It's not amazing. It's amazing. I'll say that.
It's amazing. It is amazing. Yeah.
No, it's great. The subtlety of this, like, does it really tie in to the Scarlet Witch series that was on before a little while back? Is it on the current bringing Magneto back? Does anybody even really care? Does anybody even going to finish this book? That's the beautiful of it. It's like, I only got about halfway through this book and I was like, you know what? I kind of see where it's going and I really don't need to read any more of this book. That's what is so good about Steve Orlando. It's like, you kind of get the gist of it within the first few pages. And then if you want to keep reading, it's like, okay, I kind of know where this is going. I really don't need to finish this book.
Yeah.
And that's what's so great. It's very quick. It's like Reader's Digest. It's almost like USA Today. It's like, I just give me the quick bullet. Boom, 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 boom. Here, got it. In, out, perfect, great. I love these two characters. They're perfect together. I love Scarlet Witch. She is my spirit animal. So this is solid recommend.
Oh, great analysis. Once again, thank you for that. And that is 3 recommends for us on Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver.
Of our final judge,
Wow. Well, that is probably one of the best weeks in comics that we've had in a while, guys. I mean, that was 4 books in a row that we recommend, plus our 3 that we talked about beforehand that we also recommended that we loved with 3 strong female leads that we really wanted to kind of be what's the word I'm looking for, be allies for.
Mhm.
And because some of these underrepresented voices, we have to speak for them, because they can't speak for themselves, so we have to do that for them, and that is our role and our purpose with our platform, to spread positivity and
Mhm.
to also speak for those groups. And with some of those books, I think we can effectively do that,
I hope
which
so.
is not condescending at all.
No, not at all.
No, not at all. So to end the night, I will say right after this, we are going to watch more reviews, more interviews, more YouTube videos with X-Men and Madam Web. We're going to take a look at some other comic book reviews, but we're going to do so on the members video. So if you guys want to hang out with us on the members side of things, come join us over on the member stream right after this. Myself, Maxi Pad, Drewselberry Pop Tart, and Pop and Polly Phillips. We're all going to head over to the member stream right now. If you guys aren't a member already, please consider hitting that membership button. You can choose which tier you want to purchase, for every month, and you'll get to hang out with us after these shows and talk about the best, most positive, great like reactions, pop culture news, and just fun, nerdy goodness that we all love. And hey, maybe we'll talk about spoilers, maybe some Madam Web spoilers. We'll see.
Ooh.
So yeah, I want to get into some of that.
Yeah.
We need to start talking about what the future movies could potentially be with these ladies. So
Can't wait.
there we go. The Framinator. Thank you for becoming a member, my man. This guy knows what's up. He's gonna hang out with us and at the member party right after this. You guys will see a link in the. I didn't put it in the description, unfortunately, but you will see a link on the channel that you guys can go to specifically for members. But my man, let's see, yeah, my man, the Framinator. Thank you for your membership. And we'll see you guys over there. Drewselberry and Pop and Polly, you guys got anything before we head out?
Black Lives Matter.
Thank you.
Good. Be sure to check out Pontificating Contemptible Phonies on YouTube. We're awesome. We're growing.
Yes.
We got nowhere to go but up and to the right. Station. I love it.
Yeah. Love it. Go subscribe to my man Paulie. He's got some of the best reviews in the game. He is killing it right now. And what I love about some of his stuff on his YouTube channel is that he never skips anything. He's always recommending books. Always recommending books. He gives you guys the raw, positive, best, reviews of these books. And he talks about how much he loves each and every one of them, no matter what book it is. And I love that. I think that we really need that in this space now. There's so much toxicity and negativity. No one wants that anymore, So
Too kind. Too kind.
Yeah, it's about time. So
Mhm.
well, thank you guys. I'm Maxi Pad. I'll see you guys over on the members stream, on the members live stream. And yeah, we'll see you on Max's Man Cave, where we will be back with another panel. We'll also get our friend Josh on here, our friend Aaron on here, and we're going to have something similar. We're going to have, I myself, Maxi Pad is going to be back. Drewselberry Pop Tart's going to be back. It's going to be fantastic. I think Pop and Polly is going to be filming another video for recording comic books, but we'll see if we can
got a
maybe.
lot coming out, man. Content.
Yeah, I know your YouTube channel's popping off.
Huge.
Popping.
Station.
It's huge. We love to see it. We love to see it. Nothing but positivity. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you, chat. Love y'all. We'll see you in the member stream right after this.